How's it going, everyone? Data here, and welcome back to episode number 15 of our live Big Bad Bruins franchise mode series here in NHL 26. Tonight, moving into the 2031 postseason, coming off of our strongest season yet with the Bruins, finishing the season with a 52-27-3 record, 9-1-0 in our last 10 games. We're going to be moving into the postseason, starting off with a round one matchup against the Buffalo Sabres, and we'll be started in just a few minutes. So until then, we'll start welcoming everybody into the stream, and we'll be live at the 3-minute mark if you're watching after the fact and you want to just skip ahead to then. Until then, we'll just take care of the YouTube side of things. For episode number 15 of this series, I'll give you a reminder of our lineup here. We saw some changes over the year number 6 season after missing the postseason in year number 5, and we had made the Stanley Cup Final in year number 4. We said big changes have to be made. I think we did make those changes. It was our strongest season yet, at least win-wise, and now we're ready to move into the 2031 postseason with higher expectations than before. Unfortunately, to be playing one of the best teams in the league in the Buffalo Sabres, but that's the way it goes in the NHL, unfortunately. So yeah, the biggest one was the acquisition of Randy Ho. Grimson, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're having a good one. So far, so good, my friend, as well. Getting into the long weekend always feels good for that. Hope that's the same on your end, buddy. Let's see. No comments left in the last one in terms of any suggestions. And then share that into the Twitter world. Doing that very quickly. I'll also pull up the stats for you on the season that was. Slower season, more of a distributed season, I guess you could say, like scoring by committee type of year. Where Pastrnak, still point per game plus, still 40 goals, but not quite his usual self. Randy Ho took a lot of the offense once we acquired him from the Oilers in that massive blockbuster deal. And NHL 26, there you go. Randy Ho had better numbers with Boston than he was having with Edmonton. And I think that's it. I think I'm ready to go there. Okay. So yes, Pastrnak, 83-point season. Randy Ho, though, stole the show once he was acquired. He scored 39 goals and 65 points in 62 games. What kind of pace would that be goal-wise? As a Bruin, he was on a 52-goal pace. And that was even with the starting out on the second line. Then he got that first line role, still second unit power play, I think. 11 of his goals were game winners. Look at how much value he brought to the team. And averaging 18-22 of ice time. But on top of that, Matty Beniers in his first full season as first-line center. Again, probably would have expected a bit more from most of the team, but scoring by committee. Instead of it being all Pastrnak and then it drops off, we see 4 60-plus point scorers and even actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 50-plus point scorers. So there's a lot to be said for that as well. Anton Lundell in his first season as a Bruin, he scores 58 points. He had scored 72 last year, but again, considering the role and all that, I think that's what we'd be expecting of Anton Lundell. Voronkov, Dorofeyev, McAvoy, Tolvanen in his first year as a Bruin, Data 782 Hall of Famer. Really glad we picked him up at the trade deadline. He scored 10 assists and was a +1 in 20 games, 0 goals as a Bruin, but hey, point every other game, even plus minus. He's a fourth-line pound and kill guy. That's what he's here for, with his 4.5-star defense, first unit penalty kill. It was our best pound and kill in series history so far, so that's also to be noted. Riker Evans, Kesselring, Novotny's rookie year, Mombert, Aginla, Lindholm, Minton, Wallinder, Kyle Wood ended off the year. Yes, 34-year-old, 70 overall Kyle Wood. Could it be his last year? Kyle Wood, a couple of years ago, one of my favorite postseason runs in channel history, I have to say. Last time Kyle Wood was in the playoffs with us, he somehow scored 2 goals and 4 points as an even plus-minus in 18 games. So 6 points in 42 games in the postseason. Good evening, Mighty Joe. But in the regular season, 29 points in 183 games. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good as well. Kyle Wood gets it done in the NHL and the AHL. He is a unit out there at 34 years of age. Still trying to see if we're going to buy that jersey or not. That's still his DEL jersey. Is still a question for us. We're how much now? At the 4.5 minute mark? Yeah, I'll just keep on going from here. And for the goaltending, Gavin Osgood went 44, 20, and 3. 3 shutouts, 911 save percentage, 2.75 goals against average. He is our guy. Michael DiPietro backing him up went 5 and 1. All right, but Gavin Osgood most certainly is our guy. So there's a little recap on the numbers of the season. Dorofeyev 60 points as well. Didn't mention him. Last year he had scored 30 in 49. This year 60 points in a full 82 games. I like that. And Voronkov, he's very consistently a high 50 point guy for us, mid-high 50. 3 seasons, 55, 53, 59, 22, 25, 24 goals. Very consistent in that regard. Dmitry Voronkov, 6'5". Why are you trying to get a DEL Wood jersey? Wouldn't it be easier to buy an NHL jersey and customize? One, that honestly might even be more expensive. But 2, never played in the NHL. So what team would you get it with, right? Zyke, welcome to the stream, buddy. There you have it. Now the Buffalo Sabres, another 52-win team. They had no point per game plus players, but again, scoring by committee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 50-plus point scorers. We had 8. Then they have 48 even there from Kulich. Yeah, so a good team here for the Buffalo Sabres as well. We cannot underestimate them. And then for the goaltending, they have Devin Levi, who went 41, 19, and 6. 4 shutouts, 917 save percentage. This is a good team. It would be the team of our choosing. Correct, but the teams that we've had him for, I mean, it could be the Bruins. Just I wanted to make it legit, right? That's like his real jersey type of thing. We could do Kyle Wood, but he never played in the NHL, so he never really had a jersey and a number. But don't need to get too much into semantics. Now, again, the season it was our best ever penalty kill, our best ever goals for, our best ever goals against through our 6 seasons so far. No, we didn't have Kyle Wood with the Canucks. We finished fourth in the NHL, and we're playing the second best team. So 2 versus 4 in the NHL, and 2 versus 3 in the Eastern Conference face off against each other in round 1, which is just ridiculous and shows you the horribleness of this format, I suppose. So we were second in the NHL in goals for, 2.89 goals against. We were 8th best in the NHL for that. Power play of 20.9. We were, 5th in the NHL? And penalty kill really turned it around, 86.1. Ended up being 4th best in the league. That's great. And one last thing we can look at here would just be view lines. For the Buffalo Sabres, we ended off the season beating them 5-2 in game number 82. Now here we face them again. So Benson, 81 overall Wenberg, okay, and Yurov on the first line. Second line, Doan, Gauthier, and Kulich. Third line, Krebs, Eriksson, Ek, and Hyman. Fourth line, Sasson, Lundstrom, and Wahlberg. On defense, Dahlin with Power, Yossi with Byram, and Stastny with Merka. And again, goaltending, Levi backed up by Turkov, one of the 32 created players in this franchise mode series. Scratches, Gaudette, Lheureux, and Parssinen. So there you have it for the lineup here in Buffalo. We've played the Sabres once before. Yes, we played them in the second round of year 3, and they swept us in 4 games. So now here we are facing them in the first round of year 6. After making the Stanley Cup Final in year 4 and losing, and then missing the playoffs in year 5, we made some big changes, and we are ready to go for year number 6. Yes, Habs power play. Keep me posted here, Zyke. I need to hear any Caulfield goals, absolutely. This will be our lineup moving into the postseason. Ho, Beniers, Pastrnak, Voronkov, Lundell, Dorofeyev, Lakovic, Novotny, Tolvanen, and Greg Lindholm Minton. On defense, Evans, McAvoy, Kesselring, Iginla, Wood with Mombert. Now, it's tempting to say, let's put Crevier or Wallinder back, but Kyle Wood, you gotta give him game 1. And Alex Texier, our 13th forward. Goaltending, Osgood backed up by DiPietro. Let's get this started, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, round 1 of the 2031, year number 6 postseason. On the road at KeyBank Center, 4th best in the NHL, and we still don't get home ice advantage in the first round. Excited to see what Randy Ho can do. Yes, we are. What a crazy postseason run it was a couple of years ago. Let's try and copy that. Now, tail of the tape on the right side. Goals for, we were 2nd. They were 8th. Goals against, they were 4th. We were 8th. Power play, they were 3rd. We were 5th. Penalty kill, we were 4th, they were 13th. Lots of similarities between these two teams. It's going to be a great first round matchup. Let's do it. Game 1 here in Buffalo. Leave that like if you haven't already for some good luck. And let's get this party started. First period, and Buffalo leads 1-0. Murtka, the third pair defenseman, a minute and 38 seconds in, opens it up. Shots doubled for the Sabres, 16-8. Second period, 1-1 game. Novotny, his first career playoff goal, ties this game at 1. We're still being outshot just by almost by double, 29-15. But this game is tied at 1 thanks to the rookie on the third line. We need top 6 scoring third period here at KeyBank Center. Who's going to put us ahead? Power play, Bruins now. There it is, David Pastrnak. The captain leads by example, and we lead by 1 now, being outshot 34-23. But we lead by 1 with 8 minutes to go here in Game 1 in Buffalo, and Josh Doan will tie this game at 2 into the final 5 minutes. 2 minutes go. Power play, Buffalo late. Oh, huge penalty kill. I don't know why it says 2015. That's a glitch. But we come to the end of regulation with shots being 39-28. We're going to hop in for overtime because you never know how long it might go here in an a postseason episode. And we also like how this, for all the teams we've had and how horrible NHL 26 is, at least it's not, we seem to sim a bit better because we have bigger guys with speed, not bigger guys with 2-star skating. Franchise in the show, it's honestly not as bad as you think. I don't know, we saw that, we played that show Fantasy Draft Challenge with my wife yesterday, and we saw how, like, an A potential guy, 88, like Josh Hader, 90 overall, A potential, 31, gets traded for a C potential prospect. So that's the issue that I have with franchise mode, on top of the untouchables and all that. I don't know. Let's go to make sure everyone is shooting the puck. And let's get into overtime here. As Doan ties it late, we're headed to overtime in Game 1. The next player to score will put his team up 1-0 in this first round matchup. Here at KeyBank Center, who will be the hero? Get your predictions in for either side. Let's do it. Beniers wins the faceoff. McAvoy to Pastrnak. Loses possession, but gets it back in the corner. Behind the net to Randy Ho. Back to Pastrnak. Playing with it to the point. McAvoy loses it to 5'2" Zach Benson. Yeah, that makes sense. Skates by everybody, and the 81 overall takes a one-timer, but it's blocked. My goodness. All right, Randy Ho looking for a gives it away. Benson, Dahlin. Oh my goodness, off the post. No one blocking that blocker side, including the goalie. Here's Beniers with space. Tries to get through Dahlin, but can't. Benson up to Wenberg, and he'll dump that in. All right, change up. Find the net. Dorofeyev, yeah, get your wood emojis in the chat. Anton Lundell. Lundell in the corner with it in front. Voronkov! Easy shot, easy save, but at least we're getting it on net. Dahlin to Yurov, 2-on-2. That poked away by Kesselring. Yes, very good. Behind the net to Iginla. Craig Iginla up to Anton Lundell. Lundell, neutral zone. No, I thought that was a penalty. No, just going up for potential offside. Krebs, Eriksson Ek. That's blocked. Iginla. Voronkov will dump that in. Gavin, good evening, y'all. Lots of good hockey on tonight. Yes, there is. I don't prefer to go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays with all the games. Voronkov, that's a blocker save from Levi. But we had tonight with now the long weekend coming up. We won't be live Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, obviously. Cutter Gauthier, free trade deadline pickup for the Sabres. Power keeps it in. Eriksson Ek, Byram looking for a lane, can't find it. Back to the point, Eriksson Ek, Power. Pushed off, but gets it away before he loses. Hold on, Byram! What a nice move. And that's a shoulder save from Osgood. Pinned in the corner now. Behind the net, it is Iginla. Trying to get this out for the line change. Tolvanen, hold on. Sabres come back in. Gotta go take Krebs. There you go, getting a stick on it. Lakovic up to Tolvanen. Let's get that third D pair out. Thank you very much, Gavin. Same to you and everyone watching. Happy Easter weekend, everybody. Nice move there. Monbear with... Oh, Byram just got it last second. No, it won't be live on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That's why we're live tonight. Here's Power. Cutter Gauthier pushed off by Tolvanen. There he is. One of the original Data 782 Hall of Famers. Eli Tolvanen. Ducks legend. Tolvanen to Novotny. Oh, rebound scores! Eli Tolvanen! Bruins win in overtime, taking a 1-0 series lead. Tolvanen on the doorstep. And the Data 782 Hall of Famer from the first class back in NHL, well, not from NHL 20 that we did it, but from the series of NHL 20, Eli Tolvanen, Ducks legend, gets it done in NHL 26. OT winner. Novotny from the point, scoring a goal and an assist in his first career playoff game. Awesome. Very well done. DHOF. Get those badges in the chat for all the channel members. Speaking of channel members, we'll have a channel member exclusive stream early next week. Keep an eye out for that. Nice rebound. No one wanted to cover him, and Tolvanen's going to put those away every day. Shots in this one end 40-32. Novotny third star with a goal and an assist. I would imagine Osgood a star in there as well. We win 3-2 in overtime and now take a 1-0 series lead into game 2. That's exactly what we want to see. Very nice. Osgood 950 save percentage. Down in the AHL, did we make the playoffs? Did we? I don't know. Yes, we did, going 46-20-6. Very nice. All right, into game 2 now. No scoring from the top 6. No, Pasternak's, no, he's on the power play. No even strength scoring from our top 6, I don't think. But here we go into game 2. First period, 0-0. Shots tied at 7. Second period, 2-0 Sabres. Wahlberg and Benson putting the Sabres up 2-0, being outshot 19-15. Let's go, Bruins. Power play Sabres to start the period. Wonderful. More penalties. Power play goal from Hyman, and we're not going to be able to score when we're taking penalties like this. So call it a night. Hold on, Dorofeyev gives us life with 10 minutes to go. 3-1 game. Is it too little, too late, though, with 5 minutes to go? Looks like it. 3 minutes left, 2 minutes. Hold on, Dorofeyev. Let's hop in. Why not? Dorofeyev scores twice in the third period. Oops. What did I just do? Twice in the third period. And hold on, we have some life. Into the final couple minutes here, down by 1. Dorofeyev scores twice. There's that second line scoring.
Late goings of this third period of play.
How much time left here? It doesn't tell me here, but let's just make sure the sliders are up. And they still are. Good. All right, Dorofeyev with 2 huge goals, and now with 1:27 to go, we're down by 1. Will the series be tied at 1, or could we fight our way back and take a 2-0 series lead? Kulich whips it around the boards. Doan, yeah, let's just let him walk in and shoot. Very good. And the defensive zone face-off. That's exactly what we want. All right, defensive zone draw. Beniers on the dot. He loses to 81 overall Wenberg. Broken up by Pastrnak. Here we go. Are we pulling the goalie? We're going to try. Pastrnak and gives it away. Let's return him. Yurov to Wenberg. Hold on. Dahlin, Benson. Yeah, goalie will stay. Benson. Wenberg broken up by Evans. Do we have anything sustained or even get out of our zone for more than 5 seconds? Power. Big blocker save. Game audio is quiet. I didn't touch anything, but if it's too quiet, I could turn it up. McAvoy with space. All right, we're pulling now. Beniers! Oh, what a chance. McAvoy keeps it in. Oh, that's a huge play by McAvoy. Oh, backhand off the point, off the post. Randy Ho, backhand off the post from distance as well. Oh, my goodness. What a chance that was. We'll call the timeout here, and we'll try for the aggressive face-off. Wow, what a chance from Randy Ho. But now goalie is pulled, 6-on-5, timeout taken. Why is the second line out? I thought I said the first line. Maybe it's going to be better for the face-off, though. Lundell and Dot loses to Gauthier, but Dorofeyev gets it, looking for the hat trick. Lundell on net! Levi's going to hang on. Yeah, let's put the first line back out. Randy Ho rocket. He saw one from the point last episode. Gauthier's not even a centerman. Let's go. 59.3% chance to win, Beniers. Yes, wins it. Evans on net! Tip, rebound! Come on, Randy! Backhand again. Pastrnak searching for it. He has it behind the net. Pastrnak. Beniers on net! Tip scores! Randy Ho! Tie game with the goalie pulled! Oh my goodness! We have life in Boston! In Buffalo for Boston. From down 3-0, the Bruins fight back and tie this game at 3. Oh my goodness, with 11 game-winning goals this season, what a tying goal there. Batting it out of the air. Randy Ho, oh my goodness. Merry Christmas, ho ho ho, Randy Ho. And this game is tied at 3, but the job's not done there. From down 3-0 to tying at 3. No, unskippable cutscene, of course it is. Whoo, wow. That, with how much time left now? 22.7 seconds. Drink your milk. Yes, sir. Beniers wins it back to Evans. Pastrnak finds some space. Beniers, don't tell me. Randy! Randy with a one-timer. Trying to put the Bruins up now. Tying the game is one thing. Now let's win the game. Another chance from Randy Ho. Oh my goodness, this guy's unreal. Beniers on the dot against Cutter Gauthier again. Beniers wins it back to Evans. Randy, takes it. Hold on, Pastrnak scores! David Pastrnak and the Bruins lead! Oh goodness, from down 3-0, the Bruins now lead 4-3. This is why we hop in with a team like this. David Pastrnak with all the time in the world. Dahlin just said forget it. Levi a little bit out of position. Pastrnak finds his spot. And the Bruins now lead before even having to go to overtime. In regulation, the captain, quick release. Ho and Pastrnak. Put them out there. The shots are flying. Crazy shot power and accuracy. Ladies and gentlemen, from down 3-0, Dorofeyev scores twice. Ho ties it, and Pastrnak potentially with a game-winning goal. Now with just seconds remaining, 11.4. Can we pull out the victory to now take a 2-0 series lead to Boston? The AI finally looking a little bit better. Cutter Gauthier, they're playing the goalie. Just skates by one, no problem. Osgood's going to hang on. Let's put Lundell for the face-off, actually. Goalie pulled now for the Sabres with 3 seconds left. We need a big face-off here from Lundell. Defensive zone draw. Lundell wins it to Evans, and that'll be all she wrote. Oh, huge defensive win, Anton Lundell. That's why we signed this guy in free agency. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bruins take a 2-0 series lead back to Boston, stealing a game in overtime in Game 1 and stealing a game from down 3-0 in Game number 2. Shots end 37-28 for the Bruins, and we head back to TD Garden leading this series 2-0. Wow, wow, wow. Speechless after a game like that. Oh, hold on, I missed this one. Perfect timing from King Turby coming. Actually, no, I didn't miss it. It was just a minute ago. Perfect. I did not miss it. King Turby. Oh, wait, no. It was 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry, not 1 minute ago. 10 minutes ago. Off to Italy. Go Bees. Okay. Well, enjoy the Amalfi Coast. Pfft, what? Went from... they took a second off. Oh, did they? Okay, cool. Off to Italy. Go Bees. Well, enjoy that, King Turby. And thank you for the very generous donation once again of the 127 coming in. That's probably with some USD conversions and all that. Oh my goodness. What can be said about King Turby's generosity? If he just wants to see content, I'll just keep putting out Bruins content for him. If that's what he wants to see, thank you so very kindly, Your Royal Highness. And now let's get this for King Turby. Let's end off this series. Let's sweep this series for him. We got swept a couple of years ago by the Sabres. Let's now sweep them. Traveling Turbs on the road again. Yes. Safe flight, my friend. Enjoy. And enjoy the, not just the flight, but the beauty that is the country of Italy. I don't know where you're going in Italy, but you're pretty much guaranteed beauty anywhere in there. All right. So let's get into this for Game 3. Turby with a ginormous donation. We got to answer that bell. Game 3 here at TD Garden. Do it for the King. Here we go. Thank you, Your Royal Highness. Maybe he's going to catch the next Portobello's game. Maybe he is going to Palermo. Could be. All right, do it for the King, boys. First period, 1-1 after 20. Doan opens it up. Then Ridley Gregg, his first goal as a Bruin, I think like 22 or 23 games later. Finally, Ridley Gregg gets a goal. Second period, quick goal, and we're up 4-1. Pastrnak and Voronkov, and then Matty Beniers. Finally, a 3-goal cushion. Not saying we'll win by 3, but at least this whole series has been like 1-goal leads and nothing more, except when we came back from down 3. Now we lead by 3, being outshot 25-22. Power play Bruins to put it to bed. No, killed off by the Sabres. They still have a little bit of life with 15 minutes to go. Down by 3, not done yet, but power play Bruins once more. Killed off, and another power play for the Bruins, and that now puts it to bed. Randy Ho, power play goal. 5-1 Bruins. We will win Game 3 at home for King Turby. Yes, the boys came out for the King, and we win actually 5-2 the final. Shots ending 38-37 in our favor, and we will now have a 3-0 series lead. Osgood 35 saves, Pastrnak and Beniers a goal and an assist apiece, and now we'll have a chance to end it off in Game 4. Evans has a bruised hand, And he's out for a couple days here. Till May 2nd. So that means we'll try Kesselring top pair, Mombert second pair, and Kyle Wood, keep it up, man. We'll bring in Crevier to play with Wood on that third pair. Actually, Evans is out for a few days, so if we could get this series over with ASAP and let him heal up. A bruised hand, he's out for like a week and a half. Okay, so let's end it off here in Game 4. No funny business, end it off in Game 4. Here we go. First period, 1-1 game. Lundell opens it up, and you're up. I think the first power play goal for the Bruins, for the Sabres this series, ties this game at 1. Second period, 3-1 Bruins. Oh, let's go! Kyle Wood, 70 overall on the third pair D. No Charlie McAvoy, no Craig Aginla, no Chanel Mombert, but yes, Kyle Wood, the 70 overall defenseman on the third pair, 34 years old in the year 2031. He will score goals in the postseason. You can trust the simulation for that. Lindholm down on the fourth line, and Kyle Wood. 3-1 Bruins. The legend just continues to grow. Oh my goodness, Kyle Wood. I am speechless for Kyle Wood. If Turby wants me to put that money towards the jersey, I don't want to presume anything. Or if anyone wants to donate towards that jersey. Again, as I mentioned yesterday, if anyone wants to just say, here's $150, go buy the Kyle Wood jersey, I'll do it. But I'm not going to assume that when there's other things, bills to pay, mortgages to pay, things like that. So I say thank you very much for the donation, and I'll put it towards the mortgage for now. But if anybody really wants that jersey, you gotta specify. 3-1 the final shots, and 41-26 for the Sabres. But Gavin Osgood makes 40 saves, and after getting swept 2 years ago by the Sabres in round 2, we sweep them 2 years later in round number 1. The second best team in the NHL, the Sabres, get swept by the Bruins. Osgood makes 40 saves, Lindholm scores the game-winning goal, Lundell has a goal, and the Bruins win 3-1 to sweep the Sabres and now get some rest moving into round number 2. Wow, so let me put this in the... Yeah, so we've made the postseason 4 times in 6 years with the Bruins. 4 times in 6 years. In each one, we've made it to at least round 2. We've never lost in round 1, and that streak continues now. There you go, so we beat the Bruins in 4. Yeah, put that in the sheet. Very nice. Okay, so let's check out the numbers after a series like that. So David Pastrnak scores 6 points in those 4 games. Dorofeyev, Beniers, Lundell, and McAvoy are all point per game. Ho has 3, Voronkov has 3. Toronto beat Philly 7-5. Oh, in this universe? Oh. Ridley Gregg, Tolvanen, Novotny, Minton, all with 2 points. Womp Womp Flight is delayed. King Turby, how long are we talking here? Oh my goodness. Then Kyle Wood, of course, with his 1 goal. Love it, and a +2. Crevier, 1 assist +2 in the 1 game he played. Iginla, 1 assist +2. Mombert, 1 assist. And hold on, sorry, I missed here. Evans, no points +2 in 3 games. Kesselring, no points +1 in 4 games. Osgood goes 4-0 with a .945 save percentage and 1.98 goals against average. Lovely. Yeah, where are you going in Italy, Turby? As we'll continue to advance to round number 2. Have we made it? Yes, so we've never lost in round 1, but in round 2, we're 1-2. The one time we won, we went to the Stanley Cup Final. Other 2 times we lost, and that's it. 3-hour delay going to Milano. Beautiful play. I've been to that airport in particular. But now more Bruins for you to watch there then, Turby. We'll try and keep you entertained for as much of the delay as possible. As in round 2, we will be facing the Tampa Bay Lightning. Wow. So we beat the number 2 team in the NHL only to be rewarded by facing the number 1 team in the NHL. Are you kidding me? What kind of a format is this? Where the top 3 of the top 4 teams have to play each other. Even in the Eastern Conference, the 3 top teams have to play each other in the first 2 rounds. So only 1 of the top 3 teams can make it out to the conference final. Ridiculous. So we beat the Sabres. Now we have to face the 56-21-5 Lightning. grand. The Lightning beat the Panthers in 6 games. Over in the other series, it's the Hurricanes versus the Maple Leafs. In the West, Wild versus Stars, and Golden Knights versus Avalanche. All right, let's view the lines. Looking at the Tampa Bay Lightning here in 2031. They have Hagel as a 90 overall with .87 and DeBrincat 88. Second line, Kucherov, Chiarelli, and Gensel. Third line, Toffoli, Suter, and Mini Vanilli. Bettman wanted this. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's exactly it, Sean Avery. Welcome. I haven't seen you stream in a little while, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. I know you're recovering from, you said COVID, right? Bettman likes it so much, so must be good. Yeah. Bettman loves it. And fourth line, of course, former Bruin Justin Brazeau with Sam O'Reilly and Nick Paul. So Brazeau, we traded him to the Lightning, and he scored 9 points in 22 games as a +4. Here to play against his old team. On defense, Middleton and Radish, Chernak, JJ Moser, Lindgren, and Clifton. That's what gotcha. All right, buddy, let's try and make it a good one. So all the defense between 80 and 85 for Tampa. Goaltending, it's 82 overall, Joel Blomqvist. We've had a lot of success with him in our Pittsburgh series on NHL 23. 19-4-2 on the season. Has he been playing in the playoffs? Yes, he's 4-2, 1 shutout, .918 save percentage. Backed up by Vasilevsky, who isn't getting the start here this postseason. Interesting. Lundqvist, I forgot how to pronounce this guy's. Yakovian and Sam Boldzuk, legend, as the scratches for Tampa Bay. So Hagel, 4 points in 6 games. Point just 1 assist, -1. DeBrincat, 3 points. Gensel, 5. Chiarelli, 3. Kucherov, 4. Toffoli has 8 points in 6 games. Mini Vanilli, one of the created players in this series. That's Eloise's created player. Alrighty, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, round 2. The fourth best team in the NHL, and we still don't have home ice advantage here at Tampa Bay Arena. Oh, and Riker Evans is healthy. Perfect timing. We'll be back to full health for game 2. So, of course, Kyle Wood stays in. Crevier looked good, but Evans has got to come back. And we'll put everything back to how we had it. Alrighty, moving into game 1, round 2. On the road against the Lightning. Let's do it. Leave that like if you haven't already for some good luck, and let's do it. First period. How many Bellow games are playing while I'm there? You know what? We'll get a couple in there at least for you, Turby. 3 quick goals from the Lightning, including one 42 seconds in. 3 goals on 8 shots. Not the way we want to start here. Chiarelli, Moser on the power play, and Gensel. We're out shooting Tampa 14-8, and we're down 3-0 after 20. Goal apiece in the second. Hagel makes it 4-0 before Pasternak gives us a little bit of life. We're out shooting Tampa 27-19, but we're down by 3 in the third. There you go. Randy Ho on the power play puts us up. I want to see more from Randy Ho. Puts us up. It gives us life, I should say. Power play Lightning killed off. We're down by 1. Power play Boston again killed off again, or wasted. Power play Bruins back the other way. Killed off from everybody. Both sides, great penalty killing. Down by 1 with 3 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Oh, but 12 seconds left. All right, we'll hop in. Why not? 12 seconds left, we'll hop in. We come within 1, but probably going to lose this one 4-3, sadly. We got 12 seconds to go to make something happen.
Well, for those of you
Do you believe in miracles? Shots 40-25.
No shortage of goals here tonight. It's a 4-3.
No, don't want to go away for okay, have the puck. Okay, skate. Here we go. 5 seconds. Just get a shot on net. Shoot, Matty B. 2 seconds. Shoot! And blocked. All right. Always ugly when you got to look for just a few seconds like that. Shots end 40-25. And the Lightning win 4-3. So we drop game 1, our first loss of the postseason so far, and it's only by 1. Sadly, just by 1. Allowed too many goals early. Gavin Osgood got blown up a little bit too early there. All right, we lose game 1 by a score of 4-3. Down in the AHL, how are things going? All right. Looks good. Preston has 7 points. Nice. All right, into game 2. Before we make any big line changes, let's try game 2. But we might want to make some changes in the top 6, especially Randy Ho. We need more from Randy. But yes, always believe in Kyle Wood. First period, 1-0 Lightning. Anthony Chiarelli. Shot 16-10 for Tampa. Second period, 2-1 Bruins. Yes, Dorofeev. And then a power play goal from Voronkov. It's our first lead of the series. Shots 25-21 for Tampa, but we lead 2-1. Third period now. Braden Point scores early to tie the game at 2. Still being outshot by quite a bit. Power play 5-on-3 for Boston. Come on, killed off. But then Pastrnak scores the even strength. All right. Power play Tampa killed off. 10 minutes to go with this game up by 1, leading by 1 for the Bruins. 5 minutes to go, 34 shots apiece. Final couple minutes, hang on tight. 40 seconds, Tampa power play. And we do just barely hang on. Shots end 37-36 for the Lightning, including probably a 6-on-4 power play at the end. But the Bruins win 3-2. Game-winning goal goes to the captain, who's also second star. Turby, hey Data, after we close out some of the series, can we do a 1-episode special of the Nordiques all in French? Turby, you can get anything you want, buddy. If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. I don't know if I know every word in French, but I could try my best. Osgood, 35 saves as the first star after getting roughed up in Game 1. Great bounce back from Gavin. And now we have a 1-1 series, a best-of-5, headed to Boston. Game 3 at TD Garden. Right now, goals for per game, we're at 3.5, they're at 3. Goals against, we're at 2.33, they're at 2.88. Power play, pretty similar. We have a better penalty kill, that's for sure. But power play, only about a % difference between us two. All right, 1-1 series, both games decided by 1 goal. Let's get into this best of 5 now, starting in Game 3. First period, 1-0 Bruins early. Lakovic with his first goal of the postseason on the power play, Lyndon Lakovic. Second period, 2-1, goal apiece. Chernak ties it 33 seconds in, but then Matty B puts us up, and now we lead by 1. Shots being 23-21 in our favor, and now it's a 2-2 game very quickly. Former Bruin, right, Middleton? Was he with us in Boston? Or was it, yeah, Boston. Former Bruin Jake Middleton. Power play Bruins, that's killed off. Power play Lightning, that's killed as well. What are the comments here? Osgood is getting it done this postseason. Yes, he is. Only know 3 words in French. All right, any ideas you want, man, we can make happen. Shots 30-27 in our favor halfway through the third period. 2-2 game. 7 minutes to go now. Next goal, likely the winner at this point. 3 minutes left. 2.5. Will we see overtime again? And yes, we will. Shots end 35-34 for the Bruins. And for the third straight game of this series, we will have a game decided by 1 goal. As we hop into this one at home at TD Garden. It's good to be the king. You're the one spoiling us, buddy. Make sure the sliders are up. We've had good success in the slow sims so far. Not just this episode, but this entire series. So let's hope for more of it. Randy, keep going, man. Just keep on going. Yeah, let's make sure we're shooting that puck. Yes, sir. There we go. Get your predictions in, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 3. Next player to score puts his team up 2-1 in this series. Matty B loses the draw. DeBrincat gets tied up, though. Here comes Randy. Randy Ho loves the live sim to Pastrnak in front. Redirection blocked by Middleton. Middleton and Brezo, 2 former Big Bad Bruins. Hagel goes offside. Ridiculous, Brandon Hagel. Captain Kucherov there on the bench. Cagney says ho. Face off one back by Beniers. Randy can't get through them. That guard of a couple players. DeBrincat coming in on Evans. Can't get through. McAvoy gets out to Pastrnak. Looking for the outlet. Gen Z says Minton. I like that. Here comes Beniers. Windmill loses possession. Middleton circles back. Getting hounded, but no problem. Just keep skating with it. No one seems too interested. Hagel, long pass down to Point. Where's the defense? Okay. Radish. Broken up by McAvoy. Good. Let's get a line change here. Getting a little scary out here. Welcome to all 17 of you watching. We are in Game 3 of Round 2 of the 2031 postseason here in year number 6 with the Bruins in this Big Bad Bruins franchise mode series. Michael Kesselring back into Tampa territory. Can't get it in front. Middleton breaks it up. Now Kucherov. Captain Kuch. Randy Ho. That's what Mighty Joe says. Broken up by Ginla. Well done, Voronkov. Big rig, Voronkov. Now Ridley Gregg. I don't know why he's up there. He's supposed to be on the 4th line. Maybe there's an injury. Ridley Gregg gets it back to the point. Craig Ginla to Kesselring with his like 90 shot power. That gets that. Was it? Did it make it through the goalie? Anyways, just into the corner it goes. Brazeau gets stood up by Voronkov. Hey ho, Randy is the show. Yes, sir. Ginla back to Kesselring. Now here's Dorofeev to Ridley Gregg. Ridley Gregg, the deadline acquisition. Can't get the shot off. Kucherov to Brazeau. Broken up by Voronkov. Well done. Let's go for the line change, though. Chernak. JJ Moser. Kucherov. Board pinned. Kesselring still fighting for it before his line change. There you go. Brezo will dump that in. Going after it is Minton. Gen Z called for him to score. We'll see what happens. Here comes Lundell. Kyle Wickman on the ice as well. All four Tampa Bay Lightning are within an inch of each other. That makes sense. Here's Moser. Up against big Kyle Wood. Blocked by Wood. Right? Is he number 14? Could it be? I'm not sure. I think he is. Lundell. Up to Novotny. Oh, no. Brezo gets it now. Neutral zone. No energy. Chiarelli. Big shot blocker save. In the corner now is Lundell. Up to Wood. And yes, that's big Kyle Wood. Number 14. Kyle Wood. Oh, tries to dangle a little bit. Kucherov. All those Lightning are still out there. They are exhausted. Chiarelli. Oh, huge hit there, but Middleton picks it up for him. Broken up by Mombert. Good stick check. Up to Novotny before she takes the check. Here comes Novotny with space. The rookie on net. Redirected into the corner there by Blomqvist. Get up, big boy. Come on, Novotny. Get up. Here's Middleton. Up against Evans. 3 minutes into overtime. Middleton. Brazeau. Glove save. Osgood. Well done. And he'll hang on for the face-off. Good start. Huge hit there. Osgood game-winning goal. I felt that Novotny hit. All right, defensive zone draw. Our first line versus their third line. Beniers wins this. Did he win that? I'm not sure. Mini Vanilli to Lindgren at the point. That's stopped by. I think he saw it all the way through. McAvoy, Pasternak up to Randy. Can he squeeze by? No, he gets double teamed. Vanilli, Pasternak picks it up. All right, leading the charge the other way. Matty B. Down the boards, deep into the Tampa territory, but can't get the shot off. Lindgren, Vanilli. Now here's Pia Suter. Clifton, broken up by Randy Ho. Let's go, Randy. Blasted. Takes a hit. Pasternak. Oh, Matty B lost it. Could have been a great chance for him there. Couldn't quite reach that pass. To the point. It's not to the point, but in front. And at the hash marks, McAvoy tries to redirect it, but Blomqvist is there. Lundell on the dot now against Braden Point. Offensive zone draw. He has the quick draw, but Point wins it. Clifton. Hold on, broken up. Dorofeyev. No, Lindgren's still back there. Is there still time for me to add a new player to this series? Sadly, no. You can't add players in the middle of a franchise mode in NHL. You can in HLM if you want to. In our HLM series, you could. Good hit, but it goes nowhere. DeBrincat keeps it, and then no one wants to stop him. Kesselring. Back to the point. Lindgren. To Clifton with lots of space. Oh, those shots scare me. And then Iginla skates backwards into the boards as a player crashes the net from Tampa. That makes sense. Don't go to the net, no problem. Novotny now going to be taking the face-off. Third line, energy line. Lakovic, Novotny, and Tolvanen out there. Novotny, tie up. Mombert gets it. DRK, welcome to the stream, buddy. One of our channel members checking in. Here comes Tolvanen. He's played hero before. Tolvanen in the corner behind the net. Lakovic to the point. Mombert redirection a couple times. Blomqvist will hang on. Fourth line with third pair D. Yeah, that's Gavin Osgood's number. From NHL 18, that was his number as a generated player. Elias Lindholm. Tie up. Can we get possession? Middleton. No, here's Minton. Oh! Genzy McKenzie. That would have been the call of the century. Absolutely destroy that like button for good luck, says Caleb. Thank you very much. I completely agree. Point in the corner. Hold on. Minton has it. To the point. Kyle Wood. Oh my goodness. Minton. To Wood again. Blast it, Kyle. Lindholm. Minton. Point takes it now. That first line is exhausted. Hagel. Middleton. And they get it out. Here comes Point against Mombert. Point to DeBrincat. Radish. Oh my goodness. Defensive stick of Kyle Wood. Oh my goodness. Nick Lidstrom out there. Everyone leaves the puck behind. All right. Who has it now? Tampa has it. Suter behind the net. In front. DeBrincat. Oh, redirection. Diving redirection. Wood. Lindholm. Wood again. Now up to Minton. Here he goes. He'll just dump it in. Okay. Randy Ho, possibly the new Avery McIntyre? Could be. Could be the case. Kyle Wood, Conn Smythe. I would have to go to Germany if that happened. Go see a DEL game. Here's Ho behind the net. Evans up to Voronkov. Ronkov with some space. Big rig. Big boy. Radish. Nope. Can't take it off him. To Beniers. That's stopped into the corner now. Ho skates after it, but gives it away to Suter. Radish to Toffoli. Into Boston territory. Broken up by Riker Evans. Well done to Matty B now. Matty B keeps it, killing some time. Nice. Very good, Matty B. Very good. Radish. Hold on. Kesselring. Oh, what a shot in tight. One-timer again off the post. Craig Iginla from the point as well. If he wins the Conn Smythe, yeah, I'm going to the DEL. Iginla scores! Craig Iginla! After his last shot went off the post, this one goes in. Overtime winner, Bruins win. Woo! Craig Iginla. I love it. King Turby getting looks in the airport because of his reactions to this. I love it. I love it, King Turby. Data 782 worldwide. That diving, that was crazy. That diving redirection. Can I see the goal? No, I can't see the goal. Wait, here it is. Blasted by Craig Iginla. Yes. Pretty sure Kyle Wood was born with a positive plus minus. I think he was. 102.6 miles per hour from Craig Iginla. First, we gotta get the Kyle Wood jersey, then we'll go to the Kyle Wood game. All right, Bruins win, now up 2-1 in the series. Shots end 44-39, and the Bruins win 3-2. Craig Iginla? Craigie? I'm glad he's actually developed into a good defenseman and grown properly. Third straight game that's decided by one goal. Osgood with a .935 save percentage right now, but Blomqvist at .920. Two very good goalies. And now here we go into Game 4 with a 2-1 series lead. Leave that like if you haven't already. Welcome to all 22 of you watching. Subscribe if you haven't already for all of our franchise mode series. Hockey card content, a huge, and I mean huge hockey card video is coming your way in the next week or so. You won't want to miss that. First period, 0-0, shots tied at 14 after 20. Second period, 1-1, Hagel and fourth line, Elias Lindholm. Big goal with 45 seconds left in the second period to head into the intermission with some momentum. Shots 25-24 for Tampa, but we're tied at 1. Power play Bruins killed off. We beat the second place Sabres, now we got to beat the first place Lightning. 1-1, and the Pius Suter, Patrick Kane Suter. But then Lakovic ties it at 2, if you know about Pius Suter. Lakovic ties it with 6 minutes to go. Will this be another one-goal game? 4 minutes left. Gensel goes up 3-2 for Tampa now. Final 3 minutes. I was going to hop in. No. 4-2 now. And that'll be all she wrote. Lightning pull away late. Yeah, 4-2 the final. Gensel and Toffoli, 2 goals in the final 5 minutes. And Tampa wins 4-2, despite being outshot 41-40. Watching those pack rip videos has had me itching to do some. It's been decades. I feel that. I know exactly what you're saying. Like, Sheriff sponsoring those videos means the world, because I wouldn't be able. The Upper Deck is they're criminals. I would not be able to pay for those cards. To pay the $50 and get back $40 back. If you can sell them on eBay, then you have fees and everything. So you get $30 back, $25 back on $250. It's a hobby I wouldn't be able to afford. I enjoy my personal collection. I buy my one-off cards, but buying boxes, ripping packs, I just wouldn't be able to do it. So Sheriff sponsoring means the world, and that means more content for all of you, and it will be the biggest opening in channel history, one of the bigger ones that you can do, coming your way in about a week from now, if Cole Caulfield hits 50 goals. Linking the stream to Kyle right now. He needs to know our love for him. Kyle Wood. I had looked up his stats earlier, and on Google, it told me when I went to Kyle Wood's Hockey DB page, it said, you visit this page often. I was like, well, you know what? You're not wrong. I know nothing about Pokemon, so I wouldn't do any Pokemon openings. Sadly, no, Andre. I know absolutely nothing about Pokemon. All right, are we content with the lines here? 99 2000 Upper Deck NHL packs at a vintage shop. Got some pretty cool stuff. Felt like a kid again. Oh, I love that DRK. I love that. Veronka with 4 points is a bit concerning. Who do we promote, though? I don't know. I don't know if we make any changes. All these one-goal games, I don't know if I want to rock the boat with all these one-goal games. We're doing well enough. Kyle's Cult, that's us. That's fun. To rip an old thing, you're not looking for, oh, Bedard might be in here, so the price is quadruple of what it would be. One of those older things, yeah, absolutely, I would recommend, or at least to advocate for, if you're part of the hobby. Yes, I'm not saying no packs. I'm just saying the newer stuff, it's unaffordable. I don't think we make any changes. 2-2 series headed into Game 5 now. Beret rookie was the chase. Gotcha. 2-2 series headed into Game 5. It is a best of 3 headed back to Tampa. Let's do it. This has been a fun postseason again here with the Bruins. Love these postseason episodes in Boston. First period, 1-0. Anton Lundell with 9 seconds left in the period, putting us up. That is a huge goal right in front of the net. Love that from Lundell. Against a team he knows very well, the Lightning, when he played in Florida. Second period, 1-1 as Chiarelli ties it. Ended up just buying it in a shop. Yeah, that's it. Why chase the card? Depends. Like if the card is 10 times the value of the box, okay, I understand. Like buying an Upper Deck Series 1 or whatever it was, tin for $60 and getting a $180 Demidov Young Gun, okay, makes sense. But if you're going to start buying 5 tins, well, then it doesn't make sense. Shots are 26-14 for the Bruins through 40. We're tied at 1 as Chiarelli tied it for the Lightning. Novotny puts us up by 1 early in the third, 1:36 in. And Randy Ho, there he is. Let's go, Randy. 3-1 Bruins, but Gensel gets one back. And then Mini Vanilli on the power play right after, like not even 30 seconds later. 3-3 game with 8:47 to go. Charlie McAvoy, his first of the postseason, puts us up by 1. Oh, I don't fault you at all for that, Cagney. Final 2 minutes. Hang on tight. Yes, Lundell adds the empty netter. And we win 5-3, outshooting the Lightning 41-23 in Tampa. That's a huge performance. As Lundell scores 2 goals, Ho with a goal and 5 hits, and Lakovic with 2 assists. 5-3 Bruins to take a 3-2 series lead and a chance to end it in Game 6 back in Boston. Games 1, 2, and 3 decided by 1 goal. Games 4 and 5 decided by 2 goals. And now here we are in Game 6 with a chance to end it and to go to our second conference final in 3 years. Against the number 1 team in the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Can we eliminate them in 6 at TD Garden? It all comes down to this. Here we go. First period, and it's 2-0 Lightning. Kucherov scores twice as Lightning outshoot us 14-11. Second period, no scoring. Shots 27-23 for Tampa. We're still down by 2. Come on, boys. Power play Tampa, and Ryan Lindgren makes it 3-0. Power play Bruins, no. Looks like we're headed to Game 7. Power play Lightning, we keep taking, yeah, more and more penalties. Very good. More penalties. And one more for old time's sake. No. We get shut out for the first time this postseason. Wow, that was anticlimactic. In Game 6, losing 3-0. Shots end 37-33 for Tampa. Who took all these penalties? Lundell, McAvoy, Kesselring, thanks for nothing. 33 save shutout from Blomqvist, 2 goals from Kuch, 3 assists from Gensel. As we now head to Game 7. I was about to say, had we ever played Tampa before in this? No, we had never played Tampa before. We have gone to 7 games 1, 2, 3 times before. Yeah, we are 2-1 in Game 7s. We beat Philly in 7 in year 4. We beat Florida in 7 in year 3. But we fell to Washington in Game 7 of Round 2 back in year 1. Yeah, weren't we up 3-0 in that series? That's true. We got reverse swept in Round 2 back in year 1. And now here we are in year 6, trying to win in Game 7 this time. Any changes you might make? Randy Ho has 4 goals, 8 points. Beniers 2 goals, 8 points. Pasternak 6 goals, 12 points. Voronkov 2 goals, 5 points. Lundell 3 goals, 7 points. Dorofeyev 3 goals, 9 points. Lakovic 5 points. Novotny 4 points. Tolvanen 5 points. Greg. I wonder if Lindholm coming up might do something. Elias Lindholm up, but then I don't know. Novotny to the 4th line, Lindholm to the 2nd line. Then who would play center? No. I don't know. Is this just our lineup? Evans +3, McAvoy +6, Kesselring -3, Iginla -2. Rokov's not played his overall. No, it's all the physical attributes. Kyle, did he have a fight? 5 penalty minutes? Did he have a fight? And Mombert 1 assist, 10 penalty minutes. Maybe we go Mombert, Iginla, and Wood and Kesselring. A little something on defense. Did Kyle Wood have a fight? Or does even Ridley Gregg come up? Lundell and Beniers switch, maybe? Yeah? Lundell, Beniers can maybe do more for that second line. What do we think? I hate the new ratings because he's a high overall as a power forward, but would be like mid-80s as any other player type. Was it always like this? No, it was not always like this. It was not. That is, I want to say since NHL 24? Could be wrong, but I want to say since NHL 24 it's like that. No! Goal! Caulfield! Let's go! What's that, 48? Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Goal Caulfield! Let's do it. Does anybody watch on TSN where it's Brian Mudryk? He calls him Kjell Caulfield. Kjell Caulfield with the puck. 48th, yes, very good. Delakovic go up 1. I think he did. Yes, I think he did. Fourth line not performing. So Delakovic, 5 points even plus minus. You know what? Let's try Ridley Gregg as third line center. And we'll go Novotny, Lindholm, Minton on the fourth line. How about that? Or does Lindholm go third line? Lindholm, Gregg to third line. Lindholm and Gregg. No, it doesn't seem to work. It has to be Lindholm or Gregg, it looks like. 2 goals, -2 versus 1 goal, 2 assists, -2. Better attributes and all. Probably Gregg goes third line then. Lakovic, Gregg, Tolvanen, Novotny, Lindholm, Minton. Do we swap the top 6 centermen? Caulfield 2 goals away. 2 goals away from us doing a crazy video on the channel. What do you think, AGMs? Gregg and just that third line swap, or do we do the first line as well? Game 7. Goals for, very close. Goals against, very close. Greenlight. I love that Cole's going to get 50. I love him since watching him in Hughes in the National Team Development Program. I love that he's going to get 50 as well, as a Canadiens fan. Swapaniers and Lundell. All right. Couple little change there in the top 6. Here we go for Game 7 of Round 2. If we win this, we go to our second Eastern Conference Final in 3 years. Here in Tampa Bay, we've had good luck on the road. After getting shut out in Game 6, we make some changes. We got to answer the bell in Game 7 here in Tampa Bay. Leave that like if you haven't already for some good luck. And here we go. Controller down. Craig Iginla on the first shot of the night. Let's go. 1-0 Bruins. Craig Iginla on the first shot of the night. Pasternak on the 6th shot of the night. 2-0 Bruins early. Power play Boston. Randy Ho on the power play. 3-0 Bruins early. Oh my goodness. After being shut out in Game 6, Iginla, Pasternak, and Ho put us up 3-0. Power play Tampa Bay here in the second period. Killed off. Kucherov gets 1. Kucherov gets 1. 2-goal game. Halfway through. 9 minutes. Hold on. Elias Lindholm up on that third line. Don't mind if I do. Restores the 3-goal cushion. But DeBrincat brings them back within 2. Alex DeBrincat makes it 4-2. 2-on-18. Tampa power play to end the period and start the third. We're outshooting them 31-19. Up by 2. Back to even strength. Power play Bruins even. Can we put this to bed? Power play Tampa. Power play Boston. Here's a chance for the Bruins. Extended opportunity. Wasted. Momentum back with Tampa. 6 minutes to go. Up by 2. Will it be enough? Ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Bruins are off to the Eastern Conference Final. For the second time in 3 years, we beat the second best team in the NHL. Then we beat the first best team, the number one team in the NHL. The second and the number one. How do you even say that? The second best and the best team in the NHL. Oh my goodness, shots end what? 47-28. Voronkov has 3 assists and 6 hits. Osgood 26 saves. Randy Ho is at the game winner. And the Bruins win 4-2. Oh my goodness, off to the Eastern Conference Final against the Hurricanes. Oh goodness. Oh, I need some water. Hold on. I need to ask Desora for some water. I'm dying here. All right. Let's check out the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes who are 3 games above 500. They'll beat us, right? But we'll beat 2 50-plus win teams. Exciting activities in my ear while I boringly vacuum offices. No problem. Keep it exciting. So the Hurricanes, who are the last team to make it into the playoffs, it looks like, they beat the Devils in 6 and then the Maple Leafs in 5 to now face us in the Eastern Conference Final. Over in the West, it's Dallas versus Vegas. All right, so the Carolina Hurricanes were the 17th best team in the league. Second last team to make it in Devil. So the Hurricanes and the Devils play each other, 17 and 19. How does that even happen? But 2 and 3 have to play each other. What? Whatever. Okay, so let's see our stats here. So through 11 games, David Pastrnak has 13 points, 7 goals, 13 points from the captain. Dorofeyev 10 points in 11 games. Ho and Beniers both with 9. Voronkov 8. Lundell and McAvoy with 7. Iginla 6. Lakovic, Novotny, Tolvanen with 5. Lindholm, Gregg, Evans with 3. Mombert and Minton with 2. Kyle Wood 1 point and a +1. Did he have a fight? Does it tell us fights here? Fights. Yes, Kyle Wood. Mombert's had 2 fights. Kyle Wood with a fight. Oh my goodness, I love it. Krivy 1 game. Kesselring 11 games, no points, -2. Come on, Kesselring, you're killing me, man. Last year of your contract next year. And Gavin Osgood 8 and 3 with a .925 save percentage and 2.52 goals against average. Meanwhile, Carolina has Kochetkov with a .909 save percentage and 2.98 goals against average. Jarvis 13 points. Ehlers and Senkoven with 12. Brings a tear to my eye that we didn't see that live. I know. It's a Zibanejad they have. All right. Let's go check out their lineup. That Wood fight. Whoever was in that fight, rest in peace their NHL career, I guess. Let's go see the Hurricanes here. So the Hurricanes have Ehlers, Stankoven, Jarvis on their first line, Blake, Aho, Zibanejad on the second, Geeky, Danielson, and Pastujov on the third. Thank you for the water.
You're welcome.
Fourth line, Pinelli, Nadeau, and Ostlund. Let me get a sip here. Yeah, needed that. Needed that to the Eastern Conference Final. Oof. On defense, Miller and King. There's Mighty Joe's created player, Joe King. 6 assists and a +2 in 11 games played, averaging over 25.5 minutes. Joe King. Second pair, I should say, Casey with 77 overall, Shane Gostisbehere. And third pair, Wieland with Malinsky. Goaltending, Kochetkov 84, backed up by Bussy, who's an 81. Teravainen currently injured, 78 overall, Teravainen is out. And Shea and Malatesta are the healthy scratches. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Carolina Hurricanes, who got it squeaked in as a wild card team. Goals for per game, they're number 1. Goals against, their 6th. Power play at 20%. They have a 20% power play and a 100% penalty kill. Are you kidding me? Of course, this is the EA team that's going to defeat us, right? We beat the second best team, we beat the number 1 team, and now we'll lose the 17th best team. Here we go. Finally, some home ice advantage as well at TD Garden for the Eastern Conference Final here in 2031. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Leave that like if you haven't already. Let's get started. Game 1, round 3, year 6. Let's get it on. First shot of the game, Jackson Blake. Love it. First period, 1-0 Hurricanes. That 77 overall ghost is about to go off, knowing EA absolutely. Second period, 3-3 game. My goodness. So Lundell ties it. Jarvis goes ahead. Beniers ties it. Casey goes ahead. And Pastrnak ties it. Shots are 23-22 for Boston, but we're all tied at 3 heading into the third and final period. Riker Evans' first shot of the period puts us up. I think it's his first goal of the postseason, right? Could it be? Or second? But then Bradley Nadeau ties it up. Then Tolvanen puts us back up. Nadeau, who we had with... Which series do we have Nadeau in? Was it that Coyotes? No. Was it the Coyotes series? Could it be? I forget. 5-4 Bruins. 4 minutes to go. Is that enough from Tolvanen with the game winner, perhaps? Yes, it is! Shots end 37-27. A bit of a scare, but the Bruins win 5-4. Tolvanen scores the game winner. Who else but Eeli Tolvanen? Pastrnak a goal and an assist. Voronkov 2 assists. Tolvanen a goal. And we take game 1. 1-0 Bruins lead in game 1. Another game decided by 1 goal. All right, still no power play goals against the Hurricanes, and their power play just keeps getting better as well. Here we go for game 2. Game 2 against the Hurricanes. Still with home ice advantage. First period, again the first shot goes in. This time it's Seth Jarvis, but Pastrnak answers back 24 seconds later, 1-1 after 20. Second period, 1-1 it remains. Shots are 31-9. We got almost 20 shots that period. The Hurricanes got 2. Shots are now 31-9. Shots were what, 18-2 that period? Wow, more than tripled. Heading into the third and final period, Voronkov finally gets a goal for us. 2-1 Bruins, power play Hurricanes, and there's Ghost. Their power play just keeps getting better. Ghost, of course, 77 overall. Ghost tied this game at 2. Shots are 38-15. Power play Hurricanes again, so help me. Killed off, there you go. 5 minutes to go. 2-2 game. Shots are 40-17. Final minute, we're off to overtime. Shots end 40-18. But the game is tied at 2 despite shots being doubled in our favor. We're headed to OT. We've had good luck going in so far. Let's try and keep this rolling. Heading into overtime of game 2, leading this series 1-0. Hurricanes score, and it's a 1-1 best of 5 headed back to Carolina. Boston scores, and it's a 2-0 series. Look at the power play minutes, 10:47 to 3:46. Time on attack, 22:22 to 16, or 15:59. My goodness, how are we not winning this game right now? Kochetkov making miracles. Turn that slider up. Yes, sir. Shoot that puck, baby. All right, here we go. Overtime here in Game 2 in Boston. Let me get some more water here. Beniers wins it back to Evans, picked off by Ehlers. He has the wheels. Jarvis pushed off. McAvoy to Lundell. Now there's Pastrnak with Randy. Let's go. Pastrnak with space. Nice little move. Can't get in front though. Pass is going to make it happen, says Cagney. Get your predictions in, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Lundell to Randy. Oh, trying the backhand. 59.3% passing percentage. Usually the CPU is elite at that. 2 letters can explain any amount of absurdity in this game. EA. Yes, it is, Jones. That's exactly what it is. Lundell can't get the shot off. Hold on, McAvoy, waiting to exit the zone. Yes, Evans. Lundell picked off by Stankoven. Stankoven against Evans. Good stick from Riker Evans, who's been good. To Ehlers! Oh, with all the space in the world. McAvoy. Just want to highlight this. Quick little highlight. Watch Charlie McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy. Right here. What could you do? Try and dive to get a stick in the middle? You're already in the middle. You're covering the space. You move away from the middle to cover nobody. And then you do nothing when the shot comes. And then even from there, you could stop here. No, let me just skate away and back into the boards. I hate this game. Monster save, yes, from Osgood. Keeping us live in overtime. Matty Beniers on the dot. Beniers wins it back to McAvoy. Evans up to Voronkov. EA, Exhibit A. Oh, nice move. Oh, big rig. Big save. Almost gets even a bat in and then cleared out. Who's that? Joe King who clears that out? McAvoy had to make sure the invisible player in the corner was covered. Exactly. Mombert up to Beniers. Skating down the boards. Matty B on net. Rebound! Juicy rebound for no one. Horrible control from Kochetkov. Big hit. Now Matty B has it again. Pass to McAvoy. Sorry, to Aho. Sorry, what are you doing? Kicked in. In the corner, it's Mombert. Behind the net. Giving it away, no problem. Picked off by Novotny in neutral zone. Here comes Fraser Minton. Genzi called for him last time. Ghost takes a huge hit, but Carolina keeps possession. Zibanejad against the Ginla. No, Truculence takes precedence. Minton to Lindholm. Yes, third line out. Third D pair. Get Kyle Wood out there. Lindholm in the corner, killing time. Yes, fight. Ghost gets it away, though. Pastujov. Broken up by Kyle Wood. 70 overall Kyle Wood. Now up to Tolvanen. In front. Almost puts it in his own net. Pastujov. Break out to Ostlund. Ghost with no energy. Up to Pastujov. Against Wood. Can't get through Wood. Malinsky. Pastujov. Ooh, good clearance from Lakovic. Off the boards and up to Pasternak now. Pasternak across to Tolvanen. Eli Tolvanen, he's been the hero before. Find the net. Pasternak can't reach it. Ostlund will leave the territory now. Neutral zone. Ostlund hangs on to it. Gives it to Pastujov. Loses it to Tolvanen. Second line, let's go. Give away to Ghost. Malinsky, that's it. Good. Very well done from Kesselring. And then Voronkov just watches the puck go by him. Ghost kicks it out. Tolvanen picks it up, though. Aho regains possession. All right, Carolina opportunity now. Pastujov can't dump it in. Now he gets it back, as we just did a little flyby. Tolvanen, board pinned in his corner. Kesselring fighting for it. Danielson comes away, though, to Miller. Good save in tight from Osgood. Good save in tight. 16:52 to go in overtime. Novotny. Oh, look at the skating speed. Oh, 18.3 miles per hour. So it should be charging? What are you trying to say? All right. Defensive zone draw. Matty B loses that to Stankoven. Miller! Glove save from the sponge, Gavin Osgood. McAvoy once again backing into the boards. As the magnets from the guys in the first row pull him into the glass, I suppose. Let's go, Matty B. Stankoven's not even a centerman, man. Tie up. McAvoy gets it, but then forgets. Yes. Joe King was taking a face-off? What? Can't be. No, I think it was just telling you his stats. It wasn't thinking he was the one taking the face-off. And one-timer Stankoven wins it. Through someone's leg as well. Osgood didn't even see it, it looks like. Hurricanes win in overtime to tie the series at 1. Shots end 42-23. That's the type of wins that the Hurricanes are going to get in this simulation. All right, yet another game decided by 1 goal. 3-2 overtime loss. Hurricanes win. Let's shake it off and go straight to Game 3 at Lenovo Center in Carolina. Down in Raleigh. Excuse me. Here we go. First period. Whee! Yes, sir! 4-1 Bruins. Geeky opens it up. Then Dorofeyev, Novotny, Pasternak, and with 6 seconds left, Voronkov. 3 goals in the final 10 minutes, and 2 in the final 2 minutes. I guess Stankoven took it personally when I called him not a centerman. Yeah. Shots 14-11 for the Bruins, and we're up 4-1. Second period, 6-2. Lakovic and Dorofeyev make it 6-1 before Geeky scores his second. 4-goal lead. What a great bounce back here in Game 3 as we'll win and take a 2-1 series lead into the next game. Let's call it a night. 6-2 the final. Shots end 44-29. Woo! Geeky 2 goals. First star. That's like a joke first star. Dorofeyev 2 goals, and Ridley Gregg with 3 assists. Love it. 6-2 Bruins win, and we now lead the series 2-1. They still are 100% on their penalty kill. That's crazy. In the AHL, we're still alive in the AHL as well. Cool. Nice. Hellebuck is starting for the Manitoba Moose. All right, Game 4 at the Lenovo Center. Let's do it. After a huge win, can we keep up the momentum or the Hurricanes answer back? First period, 1-1. Dorofeyev scores early, but Nadeau answers back less than a minute later. Second period, 4-3 Bruins. Randy Ho scores twice, and then Tolvanen puts us up 4-1 Then Zibanejad answers a minute later, yes, and Ghost with 53 seconds left, making it a 1-goal game. Shots are 25-23 for Boston, but we only lead by 1. 4-3 Bruins here in the third. Power play Hurricanes, killed off by the Bruins. I'd love to score a power play goal for once if we could. 11 minutes to go if we could even get a power play. 10 minutes to go. 4-4 as Nadeau ties it. Bradley Nadeau. 6 minutes to go. Will we see another OT? No, Stankoven! 2 minutes left. I'm hopping in. You know what? No, I can't hop in all the time. Unless we get to OT. Final minute. 10 seconds, and that's it. 5-4 Hurricanes win. We allow 2 goals in the third. And from up 4-1 to losing 5-4, we choke it. That is horrible. Against an almost a 500 team, 38-35-9. We beat the second best team in the league, the first best team in the league, the number 1 team in the league, whatever you want to say. I can't even speak. And now this Hurricane team is going to come back from us being up 4-1. We can't close out a game. They're going to win 5-4. Ridiculous. Unacceptable and disgusting. 2-2 series. We got to make some changes, especially just for the power play. How are we not scoring any power play goals? All right, we're gonna front load that first unit. We're gonna go. Maybe not Tolvanen. Who could go here? No. You know what? Maybe Elias Lindholm. No, you know what? Dorofeyev's going to go here. Dorofeyev, Ho, Beniers, Pastrnak, McAvoy. And over here we can go Tolvanen, Lundell, Lakovic, and Voronkov. Yeah. There you go. That first unit power play's got to get it done. Here we go into Game 5 with a 2-2 series. Back at home at TD Garden. All right, here we go. Power play early and a power play goal. How do you like that? GM Data calls down to the coach and says, let's do this, and it works. Dorofeyev opens it up with a power play goal, the first power play goal that the Hurricanes have allowed all postseason. Nadeau ties it up, and then Iginla puts us ahead. Shots 15-17 Bruins, and we lead 2-1. Second period, of course, 3-2 Hurricanes. We give up 2 goals. Danielson and Blake, and now we're outshooting them 23-17. But down 3-2. The EA team will EA us. Pastrnak ties it at 3. We're not done yet. And Craig Iginla with his second. 4-3 Bruins. His first multi-goal playoff game. Probably the first multi-goal game of his career. Power play goal. Kyle Wood! 5-4 Bruins. Kyle Wood! But Zibanejad ties it at 5. Oh my goodness. We score 5, but we allow 5. Oh, with 3 minutes to go. Final 90 seconds, and we're off to overtime. Kyle Wood with that huge third period goal. Shots 32-31 for the Hurricanes. Tied at 5, we're headed to overtime. Oh my goodness. Kyle, I wish he was watching these. He would get a good laugh, wouldn't he? Kyle Wood, if only he knew. If only he knew. All right, overtime in Boston. Next player to score will put his team up 3-2, or his or her team, since we have Chanel Mombert, will put his or her team up 3-2. Let's make sure we're shooting. And you know what? Maybe Beniers goes back to the first line just for overtime. Let's try that. All right, there you go. Let me get some water again. Win that face-off and go for the change. That's what he does. Big win. Back to Evans. Lundell stays on the ice. All right. Lundell circles. Pastrnak! Oh, what a chance! I tried to take off Lundell, and he said, watch this. Great chance there, but now we'll go back. First line, Beniers coming out. Great chance. Big save, Kochetkov. Yeah, see, it's giving Randy Ho stats, but it's not him taking the face-off. Beniers on the dot. Wins it back to the point. Evans! Hits off a skate and into the crowd. Matty B. Win me another, Matty B. Win me another, Matty B. All right, Keandre Miller to Stan Coven. Coming in on Riker Evans. He has a great defensive stick. Ehlers, blocker save. McAvoy to Pasternak. Here we go. Pass to skate, big boy. No. Keandre Miller. Hounded by Pasternak. Let's go. Keep going after it. No. They'll play catch in the back. Joe King circles back. Miller, Ehlers, and now the Hurricanes will exit with his wheels. Here comes Ehlers. Skates in. Ooh, great chance. But blocker save. Or is it a shoulder save? Here comes Randy Ho. Can't get through, but McAvoy will pick up the puck. McAvoy loses it, and that'll be Hurricanes' possession now. Ehlers. I didn't say to change, but they're changing. All right, Lundell, here we go. Skate Lundell. Here's a chance. Lundell on net. Blocker save. Rebound. No, Ehlers will get it. Good chance. Lundell doing well his overtime period so far. Love that. Craig Iginla, 2-goal game. Just watches the puck go by. There you go. I don't know who that was. Dorofeyev. Danielson to Blake. Bumped off the puck by Iginla. Now Voronkov. Here we go. Big rig Voronkov to Lundell. Oh, the one-timer to Dorofeyev, picked off by Miller. Blake, Danielson. Voronkov picks that off. There you go. Get it out. Thank you. Third line. Get out there. They're getting tired now. Skate Voronkov. There you go. Killing time. Love it. Jackson Blake. Broken up by Ridley Gregg. Over to Dorofeyev. And he's just trying to skate through that guy, but he can't. Gregg on that. Oh, good chipping. Yes! Scores! I saw that one happening in slow motion. Ridley Gregg, the trade deadline acquisition, wins it for Boston in overtime. Ridley. Hobbsy's going to love that. Oh, a little flicker. Excuse me. Ridley Gregg. Dorofeyev tries to skate through that guy. He can't. Gregg picks it up, says, let me just put it on net, off the pad, and trickles in. Thank you very much. A little toe, and then fluttering into the net. My Gregg game-winning goal call was a game late. Oh, I forgot about that one. Good, there you go, Mighty Joe. Shots in this one, and 34-34. But the Bruins win 6-5 in overtime. Now a 3-2 series lead and 1 win away from the Stanley Cup Final. That's his knuckle puck. There you go. 1 win away from the Stanley Cup Final. Let's end it here in Game 6 at the Lenovo Center in Carolina. Here we go. Game 6 to punch our ticket to our second Stanley Cup Final in 3 years and the second of the 6-year GM data era so far. First period, 4-1 Hurricanes. Miller, Ehlers, and Jarvis before Randy Ho stops the bleeding, and then Pasyov picks it back up. Shots 15-11 for the Hurricanes. Second period, 5-2, goal apiece. Casey makes it 5-1. Dorofeyev gets it back, swinging back our way, but we're down by 3 here in the third. We've come back from down 3 before. Power play, Boston! Extended opportunity! Oh my goodness. And it looks like we're going to Game 7 again. We are 3-1 in Game 7s in this franchise mode so far. 5-2 Hurricanes. That 4-goal first period killed us. And we're off to Game 7 as the Hurricanes beat us 5-2. Shots 35-34 in our favor. And we're off to Game 7 just like that. Goals 4, 1, and 2. Goals against 8 and 10. Power play 4 and 9. Penalty kill 1 and 7. Sheesh. We allow 5 goals in back-to-back games. So come on, Osgood, with their 3.03 goals against average, 906 save percentage. All comes down to this. Game 7. Winner goes to the Stanley Cup Final. Will be the 52-win Bruins, who beat the 52-win Sabres and the 58-win Lightning? Or will it be the 38-win Hurricanes, who beat the 38-win Devils and the whatever many win Maple Leafs? Game 7 at TD Garden. Cross your fingers, leave that like, and let's get it on. First period, 2-0 Bruins, Dorofeyev and Ho. Thank you very much. We needed to come out fast and early. Second period, 2-0 it remains. Shots are 23-19 for the Bruins, and we lead by 2 here in the third period. 20 minutes away from the Stanley Cup Final. Power play Hurricanes. Extended Hurricanes. Power play killed off. Power play Bruins put it to bed. Killed off. 10 minutes to go. Is it enough? with 7 minutes left. Oh my goodness. Not just a victory, but a Game 7 shutout from Gavin Osgood. Ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Bruins are off to the Stanley Cup Final. Shots end 34-29, and it's a Game 7 shutout from Gavin Osgood. That puts him in legendary company. 29 saves for first star. Dorofeyev with a goal and an assist. 2 goals, 2 points, the 2 points on the 2 goals. There you go. And the Bruins win 2-0 to punch their ticket to face the Vegas Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup Final. Vegas, who beat Dallas in a 4-game series. Wow. Whoo! All right, so we'll face Vegas, who beat the Canucks in 6, the Avalanche in 6, and the Stars in 4. But first, through 18 games, we have Pastrnak with 22 points, Dorofeyev with 20 points, Ho, Voronkov, and Beniers all with 16, Lundell 12, Iginla, McAvoy with 9, Tolvanen, Gregg with 8, Lakovic, Novotny with 7, Evans, Mombert with 6, Lindholm, Minton with 4, Kyle Wood with 2 goals and is a +1. Kesselring 2 assists, even plus minus. Crevier, that's it. So Kyle Wood 2 goals. That is, I don't even know what to say. Magisterial. Just want to say, in my opinion, the Maple Leafs should also fire Shanahan. Brendan Shanahan is fired. He's been long gone. And goalies, Osgood is 12-5-1 with 1 shutout, a .911 save percentage, and 2.86 goals against average. No, we were in the finals 2 years ago against Winnipeg, and we lost in 5 games. So 2 years ago, we beat the Flyers in 7, Rangers in 6, Panthers in 6, and then lost to the Jets in 5. That was another one of Kyle Wood's magisterial runs. But now we add this to the sheet. We won, and we beat the Lightning in 7. All right. On to the conference final. Last time we were here... Sorry, no. We beat the Lightning in 7 in the Eastern Conference final. No, sorry. The Hurricanes in 7. What am I saying? There you go. Last time we were here, we beat... Sorry. Now we're in the Stanley Cup final. Last time we were here, we fell to the Jets in 5. That's what it was. So let's advance today here. Dorofeyev against his old team. I'm sure there's some former Bruins on this team as well. The bum himself, Carter Hart, .929 save percentage. What a joke. From his prison league. All right. The Vegas Golden Knights. First line, Barbashev, Eichel, and Marner. Second line, Pinto, McMichael, and Monahan. Third line, Holloway, Bros, and Sanchez. Derek Sanchez. And fourth line, Pospisil, Turcotte, and former Bruin Lawson Krause. On defense, 91 overall Noah Hanifin and 93 overall Data Sung. One of the 32 created players in this franchise mode series, Data Sung, is out here for Vegas. 13 points and a +16. That is not going to be easy. Second pair, Marino and Theodore. Third pair, Mata and Declan Dalcol. That's a cool name. 4-star defense. Goaltending, of course, 82 overall with a .929 save percentage. Wood versus Data for the Cup. That's crazy. Dobesh backing up Carter Hart. Scratches, Nason, Manjapane, and Korzak. Data versus Wood for the Stanley Cup. Couldn't get more poetic than that. Barbashev, 9 points +5. Eichel, 16 points +6. Marner has 19 points as a +8. Yeah, really that first line carrying. Hanifin, 15 points and a +15. And that first pair D as well. Wow. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, against the 45-29-8 Vegas Golden Knights. On the left side of your screen here in this postseason so far, goals for are pretty close, 3.5 to 3.44 for the Golden Knights, second best versus fourth best. Goals against, they're the best at 2.44. We're 7th at 2.89. Power play, they're 6th at 16.3. We're 10th at 13.2. And penalty kill, they're 5th at 87.5. And we're 0.2% lower, 6th at 87.3. All right, so here we go. Game 1 of the 2031 Stanley Cup Final. Hosting the Vegas Golden Knights at TD Garden. Let's do it. Game 1 of the Year 6 Stanley Cup Final. 2 Stanley Cup Finals in 3 years. But we got to win our first cup of the GM Data era. Come on, we were brought in to do that. Too many cup finals or Eastern Conference finals for the Bruins. Not enough cups in their last 20 years, whatever you want to call it. Trunk Flowing, first time catching a stream. Can I say Osgood too good? Love it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Glad you could make it. First shot of the night, Barbashev scores, by the way. First period, 3-1 Vegas. Kesselring answers back with his first goal of the postseason. But then Holloway and Theodore get goals. Shots 12-8 for Vegas, but we're down 3-1. Brutal. Second period, 4-4 game. Let's go! Shea Theodore makes it 4-1 Vegas, but then we score 3 in a row. Pastrnak, Beniers, and Voronkov were all tied up. It's a brand new game with 20 minutes to go. Shots 27-21 for Vegas, and we are tied at 4 into the final 20 minutes. Power play Vegas early, killed off. Tie game with 15 minutes to go. Next goal might put their team up 1-0 in this cup final. Power play Vegas killed off again. Shots are 40-28 for Vegas as well. And there's Data Soong, of course. Data Soong as GM Data watches in the press box. 3 minutes. Do we have a hero with 2 minutes to go to tie this game? Power play Boston! Should have jumped in. Vegas wins 5-4. Data Soong gets the game-winning goal. Shots end 42-35. And the Golden Knights have a 1-0 series lead. All right. Another 1-goal game. Into game 2 now. We scored 4 goals on Carter Hart. That's good. We can't be allowing 5. Let's go stronger out of the gate, especially in front of the home fans. First period, 1-0 Vegas. McMichael. Shots 13-6 in our favor, but we're down by 1. Second period, 1-0 it remains. Shots now 23-22 in our favor, but still 1-0 Vegas. Third period, we have no scoring in these 2 periods so far. Let's break through Carter Hart. We know we can do it. We did it 4 times last game. 10 minutes to go, and we're still just stuck at a 1-0 scoreline. Power play Bruins. It's Randy Ho on the power play! Tying this game at 1. Randy Ho puts us in a tie position. All right, and we're off to overtime. Shots 34-30 in our favor. Thanks to Randy Ho, we're off to overtime. Let's hop in for Game 2 of the Cup Final. A goal for Vegas puts them up 2-0 in the series and has them steal both games on the road. But a goal for us makes it a best of 5 headed back to Vegas.
For those of you just
Let's go back. You know what? I'm going to keep Lundell as first-line center. And actually, I don't know, it gets remembered sometimes, and other times it doesn't, but the shoot biases are high. All right, where they should be. Good. Here we go for overtime. Get your predictions in. Lundell wins it to Evans. Pastrnak. He gives it up to Barbashev. No problem. Pastrnak keeps fighting, though. Now McAvoy gets it. Good job, Pastrnak. McAvoy skating all the way. And loses it to him. Hold on, gets it back. Lundell! Big pad save! And Ho was there for the rebound, but it's cleared out by Data Soong. Eichel to Marner. Marner broken up by McAvoy. Now here's Pastrnak with Randy. Let's go. Pastrnak on net. Just shoot, Pastrnak. Soong to Barbashev. That's dumped in. Let's go for the forward change. McAvoy behind the net to Evans. Smart pass. Evans up to Voronkov. Across to Matty B. Windmill keeps possession. Oh, Soong takes that away. What a chance in front that could have been. Hanifin to Marner. What a hit on Mitch Marner. A little bump and he went sprawling. Voronkov now. Across to Mombert. Chanel Mombert can't get the shot away or even anything as she just loses the puck. Holloway screams out in pain. Eichel, couple deeks past nobody. And on net, Osgood will hang on. Yeah. Third line, third D. Third line versus second line. Ridley Gregg on the dot. We need a big moment from Mombert. Yeah, we do. She's a trade candidate if things really go south. But I don't know at this point in the Cup Final. Theodore, big save. She's been a trade candidate, I guess I could say. Wood, no! Wood, yes! Makes up for his mistake. Thank you. Give me the Ho show. Let's do it. Wraps that one around on the dump. Pinto being chased after. Throws it in front. Kesselring! Oh, blocked. Tolvanen behind the net. Look for Kyle. Bumped. Greg picks it up. Tolvanen gets it back. All right, hit again. Pinto to Monahan. Kesselring. No, he'll dump that in before Kesselring can make a hit or anything like that. To Wood. Now here's Greg. Ridley. He'll dump that in. Kesselring goes after it. All right. Theodore, McMichael, Monahan now. 2 minutes into overtime. Monahan takes the hit but dumps it in. Behind the net. There you go. Get it out. Kesselring. Outlet over to Novotny with space. Adam Novotny. I haven't heard his name in a long time. Can't get the shot on net. Sells possession though. Keeps it again. Novotny. Oh, what a move behind the net. Still with it, but his shot is blocked. Braz over to Mata. Now here's former Bruin Lawson Krause. Krause gets by one. McAvoy. Big save from Osgood. At a short angle. Very nice. Got the first line back out there. 17:40 to go in overtime. We're 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. Lundell on the dot against Braz. Lundell wins it to Evans. Very good. Up to Randy Ho. Come on, Randy. We need a nice little Ho OT winner. And goes offside. Grand. Alright, here we go. 57.1% chance of winning. Let's see what happens. Lundell loses the face-off, obviously. Delco broken up, but we don't... Okay, here's Pasternak. With some speed. Pasternak, let's go past one! Keep it, yes. Pasternak behind the net. Randy. And Beniers doesn't want it. Sanchez across to Delco. Now up to Mata. Windmill Oli Mata. Yep, that makes sense. Braz. Pasternak. And just watches the puck go by, and that'll be icing. Obviously. Data soon, what a guy. Lundell, need a big face off from you, Lundell. Loses it again. Hanifin gets hit. Soon, oh, what a blocker save from Osgood through traffic. Oh my goodness, Sanchez. Soon again, another save from Gavin. Board pinned in the corner now, kicked away, no one's there to go get it. Soon to Sanchez, hit off the puck. Hanifin through traffic. Man, Osgood is tracking it through the bodies. Sanchez blocked. Evans, now here comes Randy Ho. No energy left, get that line change. Randy, dump it in if you have to. No, he's hanging on to it. Randy, blast! Oh, look at that. Oh, giveaway! Look at that shot power. What a blast from Randy Ho. All right, big saves from Hart. Pinto the other way now. Pinto, Hanifin, Braz with Soong now. That's blocked. Good, get it out. Dorofeyev over to Ridley. Ridley's amazing facts. What's it called again? On net, Hart will hang on. Ridley's Believe It or Not. Is that what it's called? That's what it's called. Yeah. Eichel versus Beniers on the face-off here. Here we go. Push. Voronkov takes it and then loses it. Very good. All right. If you're just joining us, we are in overtime of Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final here in Year 6 with the Bruins. Dorofeyev into Vegas territory. Beniers with space! Oh, thought that was going to trickle past. Hart got a piece of it. Voronkov. Dorofeyev now. Dorofeyev on against his own team. Scores! Pavel Dorofeyev! His 10th of the postseason. Scoring in overtime against his old team to give the Bruins the win and tie this series at 1 here in the Stanley Cup Final. 1-1 series thanks to Dorofeyev with a huge overtime winner going 5-hole on Carter Hart. Drink your milk. Yes, sir! Dorofeyev saw Carter Hart stand up and took the chance. Scorofeyev. Yes. Love scoring from there as well. Shots are 39-36 for the Bruins. Shots ended 39-36. Big night from Gavin Osgood making 35 saves. Some huge saves in overtime as well. And we now have a 1-1 series. And once again, a best of 5. And once again, a 1-goal game. Best of 5 headed to T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. All right, let's get it on. First period, 0-0 here in Game 3. Vegas leading the shots 14-10. Second period, 3-2 Golden Knights. Evans opens it up. McMichael answers back. Ho puts us ahead. Marner on the power play, but then another power play goal from Jack Eichel. Shots are 31-21 for the Golden Knights, and we're down 3-2 headed into the third period. Who's going to tie it for us here in the third period? Let's go. Data Sung makes it 4-2. I created a beast too strong. 4-2 Vegas. Power play for the Golden Knights. Oh, I didn't notice that DiPietro was in. Yes, DiPietro now in. Why, we might wonder. 5-2 Vegas wins. Shots end 41-26. Oh no, could that be bad news here? DiPietro in, or is it just that he got pulled? He just got pulled. All right. Gavin Osgood got pulled. DiPietro came in. We said shake it off. And now we'll head to game 4. DiPietro allowed every goal? Okay, so Osgood got pulled early due to injury then. I didn't notice that. So DiPietro gets pulled early due to injury, and DiPietro just gets blown up. So that's part of the reason why for the loss, I suppose. But Osgood is healthy and ready for game 4. Let's tie this series at 2. We need this win. Let's go, boys. First period, 1-0 Bruins. Randy Ho! Yes, sir. I was just in lore in disguise. I wonder. Second period, 1-1 Pospisil. Shots 19-18 for Vegas. We're tied at 1. Third period, we need a hero. Top 6, we're looking at you. Come on. I'm looking at a little Lundell. I'm looking at a little Voronkov. Even the defense. 10 minutes to go. Chanel Mombert, where you been? Elias Lindholm on the 4th line. There's some veteran presence. Or even now he's playing the 3rd line, sorry. Or is he 4th line? No. I forget. Final minute. Oh, yes, Lakovic adds the empty netter. Bros adds one with 22 seconds left. Okay, but we win 3-2. Lakovic's empty netter ends up being the game-winning goal. Shots end 31-25, and we are back to a tie series. 2 games apiece, headed into game 5 for what is now a best of 3 for the Stanley Cup. Another 1-goal game, and a best of 3 to decide the Stanley Cup. What a series this has been. Hope you've all been enjoying it, ladies and gentlemen, on this lovely Thursday evening before the long weekend ahead. Thanks for being here. Much love to you all. And let's get started back home at TD Garden for Game 5. 2-2 series. Who will take the 3-2 step forward? First period of Game 5, 0-0 after 20. Shots tied at 8. Second period, still a 0-0 game. Now shots tied at 18. Third period, the first goal is going to be a huge one. Third period, 40, and there's who else but Kyle Wood to break the deadlock. 1-0, his 3rd goal of the postseason. 70 overall, 34-year-old Kyle Wood. Pasternak scores another. Is it going to be the game winner? Oh my goodness, Kyle Wood with the game-winning goal in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. It doesn't get more clutch than Kyle Wood. 70 overall, shots end 31-29. It's a 31-save shutout in the Stanley Cup Final from Gavin Osgood. Ice in his veins. Pasternak a goal and an assist. Kyle Wood with the goal. Who is this man? Oh, I can't believe it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a chance to win the Stanley Cup in Game 6 in Vegas. Hold on, let me see this now. So the Bruins, if we look at all-time Bruins history, hold on a second. So the Bruins, they won the Stanley Cup in 2011. They lost in the Cup Final in 2013. They lost in the Cup Final in 2019. And in our universe, they lost in the Cup Final in 2029. So that is 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals, 2013, 2019, 2029, of losing. Now, we are trying to win our first Stanley Cup since 2011, and what would be our 7th Stanley Cup in franchise history. There's the quick stats for you. So we haven't won a Stanley Cup since 2011. So 20 years later, despite all the success and the strong seasons and the Eastern Conference Final entries and the Stanley Cup Final losses, the Bruins have not won a cup. Crazy to think, but in 20 years. Could this be what changes it all? Could you imagine Kyle Wood pops into stream and chats, hey, look, I would have to invite him for dinner. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, on the road at T-Mobile Arena. Leave that like if you haven't already, and let's get the job done. Let's get the job done. Randy Ho, we brought you in to win this cup. Anton Lundell, you've already won a Stanley Cup. He's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. He knows how this feels. Pastrnak, all the awards, but no Stanley Cups. Dorofeyev, no Stanley Cup. Beniers, no Stanley Cup. Voronkov, yeah, not many Stanley Cups on this team. Lakovic, Greg, just make sure that no one's won it elsewhere. Tolvanen, I'd love to win another cup with Tolvanen. Novotny, Lindholm, for waiting for years at 36 years of age. Yeah, so no forward except for 2 cups from Lundell. All these forwards, guys, lifers in Boston. Minton, Lindholm here for a long time. Lakovic, Novotny, prospects we've gotten. Can we make Wood the captain so we can be first to lift the cup? Great point. And you know what? I think we have to do that. As much as we want it to be Pastrnak, there's no guarantee that the game will allow it to Kyle Wood to be an option. On defense, Riker Evans, 29. Charlie McAvoy, 33 years old, been waiting for that cup for years. A first-round pick in 2016. Chanel Mombert, a lifer. Craig Aginla, first-round pick, 5th overall in 2026. He's been working for it. Kyle Wood, enough said. Michael Kesselring, no cups. You know what? Yeah. No cups in this entire lineup, except for 2 cups from Anton Lundell. No one else has won a Stanley Cup in this lineup. Wow. All right. Game 6. Captains and jerseys. We're going to have to take it off of Beniers, give it to Pastrnak, and captaincy to Kyle Wood. What number is Kyle Wood? In the D, isn't he number 3 or something? Is 3 retired? Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Kyle Wood, Kunlun Red Star. What was his number in the KHL? In the KHL, I can't quite tell. Hold on. He's worn 46 before with the Hurricanes when he was in the preseason with them. He's worn 3. He's worn 46. Yeah, 3 is his number. But it seems like he's open to wearing 46. All right, so let's give him 46. Who has that? Crevier. Yeah, we're going to have to switch with you, buddy. All right. All right. We're ready for Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. Can we get it done here on the road in Las Vegas? Gentlemen, the stage is yours. Do not. Dal Cole scores in the first shot of the game. Do not go gentle into that good night. First period, 1-1. Michael Kesselring adds the power play goal to tie this game at 1. Second period, 3-1. Pastrnak and Greg. 3-1 Bruins. We lead by 2. Shots 26-21 through 40 minutes. We have a 2-goal lead in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. Power play Vegas. Killed off. Someone tell... Hold on. Let me pause this here quickly. Kyle Wood is... Mighty Joe sent that. That's awesome. Let me just put the link in the Discord. Get in here. There you go. All right, so I want to say that. Up by 2. Let's slow it down. Times 4, 10 minutes to go. 2-goal cushion is not safe yet. 1 more might put it to bed. 8 minutes to go, Vegas still pushing, but we're leading in the shots. 6 minutes to go, 3-1 Bruins. Those 2 goals in the second put us ahead. Final 4 minutes. We're going to hop in with 2 minutes to go. Final 2 minutes, minute 49, let's hop in. 2-goal lead with 2 minutes left. We'll just wear those jerseys, yeah. 2-goal lead with 2 minutes left. Let me even ping the on-call AGMs.
Late goings of this third
I bet they'll be
excited
to get in there.
Now,
all right, here we go.
the Bruins continue to lead it.
Kyle. Yes, sir. Minute 46 to go. It's not done yet. Randy Ho. Add to it, Randy. Why not? No. Broken up. Marner. Vegas trying to push for two. Are they going to pull their goalie? Eichel. Oh, big shot there, but somehow fanned on it. Okay. Hannafin. Marner can't get it through. Sung! Blocked through traffic. Evans. Fast-paced hockey here. My goodness. Evans skates it out of the zone. Very good. Riker Evans. Over to Charlie McAvoy. On net. Redirected into the corner. I'm back. Should I stay or wait to watch the replay? Up to you, Gavin. McAvoy! Blocked. Or not, I should say stopped from the point. If you're watching the whole replay, the whole story would probably be more encompassing for you. We're not winning the Stanley Cup just yet, but we're getting close. I'm not saying get in here because we're winning the cup. I'm saying get in here because we're getting close. The Stanley Cup is here in Vegas.
Boston's not far from the finish line here as they lead it late in this third.
Offensive zone faceoff. Matty Beniers. Could Kyle Wood be a Stanley Cup champion? Beniers wins the faceoff to the point. Mumbert. Iginla can't get that shot on net. Soon off the boards to Monahan. They're pulling their goalie now with a minute to go. Down by 2. McMichael can't get the shot through behind the net. McMichael still keeps possession. To the point. It's Data Soon. To the point. One-timer. Glove save. Osgood and he'll hang on. Big glove save from Gavin Osgood. If you're just joining us, we are 54.6 seconds away from winning our first Stanley Cup in 6 years here with Boston, and we've done it with 3 goals from Kyle Wood, not in this game, but over the course of the postseason. 70 overall, channel legend, 34 years old, Kyle Wood is 51.3 seconds away from being a Stanley Cup champion in a Data 782 series for the first time since, I want to say, the Honolulu Huskies. I don't know if he won a cup in our Buffalo series in the NHL 20 or 21 or whatever it was, but he's less than a minute away from winning another Stanley Cup in a Data series, even at this age and overall. Big save there into the corner. Here's Theodore. One-timer. Oh, Pinto! Going across across the crease is Gavin Osgood. What a save! Why show me a replay, right? Gavin Osgood from the NHL 18 Montreal Canadiens series. So glad we've gotten him back. Oh, wow. Gavin Osgood. Shots are tied at 34, but the Bruins lead by 2. Anton Lundell, defensive zone faceoff. Big moment here for him. Wins it back to Iginla. Yes. Dangerous pass to Mumbert. Ho gets it out. Marino soon stays onside. Now Monahan broken up. Huge interception there by Mumbert. Ho up to Pasternak with the goalie pulled. Pasternak can't get it in. Data Soon back in the neutral zone. 18 seconds. Soon. Big save Osgood. McMichael. On the net in front. Monahan. Oh, toe save Osgood. This guy's crazy. Behind the net. McMichael, another save. 4 seconds left from the point. Pinto. Oh, scores Pinto. Pinto scores. Let's get Wood on the ice. But that'll be it. There's not enough time, I don't think. Shane Pinto gets one late with the goalie pulled. Osgood making miracles. Hold on. Too little, too late. With 1.1 seconds left. Yes, Kyle Wood is on the ice. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 years later and 20 years since their last Stanley Cup, the Boston Bruins are your 2031 Stanley Cup champions. 20 years later, in year 6 of the GM Data era, 2 Stanley Cup Finals in 3 years, we finally win Lord Stanley. Doing it for those lifers, McAvoy, even guys who've been here long enough, Lindholm. Who's your Conn Smythe winner? I think it's going to be Pasternak. And we'll see Kyle Wood raise the cup. Yes, Pasternak winning the Conn Smythe. 14 goals and 28 points. Hey, Louis! Mais ça fait longtemps, mon ami, ça va? Louis! He's seen a lot of Stanley Cups, especially with Kyle Wood. Louis Marard. Channel legend Louis. And here comes Lord Stanley. I'd love to have done it in Boston, but we'll do it in Vegas anyways. Calling over the captain, Kyle Wood, called over by Big Gary. Kyle Wood, the honor is yours. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful man getting the Stanley Cup with the fireworks and raising Lord Stanley. Kyle Wood, a Stanley Cup champion again. Oh, yes! jump out of my seat hearing Kyle Wood's name. Let's go, Louis. That's exactly it. Kyle Wood wins another one in a data series. Next one, I guess it's got to be Pasternak. He's been waiting. He's 34 now. He's been waiting. David Pasternak gets it next. Our true captain. Our true captain. Yes, get your Woods in the chat. David Pasternak waiting his whole career. Pasternak, McAvoy waiting their whole careers for this. Guys like Lindholm waiting a long time as well. A lot of day ones are still out here. Next up, another Data 782 legend, Eeli Tolvanen. So Tolvanen and Wood winning a cup together. Let's see Tolvanen raise Lord Stanley. Yes! Getting the band back together for one last cup push. Tolvanen and Wood winning the cup together with GM Data. Them three holding the cup. That's a great picture. A one-of-one hockey card. Data, Tolvanen, and Wood. Next up, we're going to go... I think it's got to be Gavin Osgood, another channel legend. Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee. Maybe he'll make it in. Gavin Osgood raises it next. He was huge. So clutch, I guess you could say. Clutch saves, but solid as well. Consistently solid. Bring it back. Oh, yes. 20 years later, ladies and gentlemen, take out your cameras. There's Captain Wood with the cup. Get a good screenshot ready and snap a picture. It'll last a lifetime. So beautiful. Yes, Kyle Wood in the dressing room. Hey, Kyle Wood in the dressing room. The boys are going crazy in Vegas. Oh, yes. First time we see that. That's our first cup of NHL 26. That's true. Our first cup of NHL 26. Stanley Cup champions. Boston Bruins get it done. Let's see those beautiful names. Show me that captain. Number 1. Kyle Wood, captain. Oh my goodness. Beniers, Crevier, DiPietro, Dorfeev, Evans, Gregg, Ho, Iginla, Kesselring, Lakovic, Lindholm, Lundell, McAvoy, Mombert, Minton, Novotny, Osgood, Pasternak, Texier, Tolvanen, Voronkov, and Wallinder. Alex Texier gets his name on the cup. How about that? 30-31 cup champions. Shots end 38-34. Gavin Osgood made miracles, and we win the Stanley Cup in a 6-game series against the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll check the awards. We'll check a little bit about the offseason ideas, and we'll wrap it up in the next few minutes here. Stanley Cup champions. Whoa! We haven't done the double in so long. Louis Crevier is the new Kyle Wood in my book, so I like that. The Boston Bruins win the Stanley Cup, and the Providence Bruins win the Calder Cup. It's been a long time since we've hit the double. Awesome. So player stats, Pasternak with 14 goals and 28 points in 24 games wins the Conn Smythe. He's done it all now. Cup, Conn Smythe, Hart, Ted Lindsay, Maurice Richard. His Hall of Fame career resume just gets longer. Not too often we see monster saves from a goalie jumping in. Yeah, that's true. Dorofeev was crazy as well. 10 goals, 23 points. Ho, 12 goals, 21 points. Voronkov, 18. Shout out to him, honestly. Beniers 17, Lundell 16, McAvoy 12, Iginla 11, Ridley Gregg with 10, awesome. Lakovic 9, Tolvanen 9, Evans 9, Novotny with 8, the rookie, Mombert 7 assists plus 9, Lindholm 5 points -1, he gets a Stanley Cup. Minton 5 assists -3, Kesselring 4 points plus 2, Crevier 1 game 1 assist plus 1, and oh no, okay, Kyle Wood just got sent down to the AHL. I mean, if he retires, so be it. And Osgood goes 16-6-1 with 2 shutouts, a .919 save percentage, and 2.64 goals against average. As DiPietro came in and allowed 5 on 28. Wonderful in 41 minutes. Down in the AHL, 24 points in 19 games from Otto Stenberg. Florian Jacki had 14 goals. Preston, 18 points. He's going to be in the NHL next season. Zhamnov, 13-5-0. Very nice. Zhamnov, whatever his name is, he could be our backup next season probably. And Kyle Wood's numbers, we got to see his numbers. And by the way, just the final playoff tree for you. Kyle Wood's numbers, let's see him. Captains a cup-winning team and gets sent to the AHL. Wood treading a path of his own. Let's see Kyle Wood. 35 years old now. 1 year left on his contract. Kyle Wood in the playoffs, 24 games, 3 goals, 4 points, +1, 5 penalty minutes with his 1 fight, 1 game-winning goal, 12.5 shooting percentage. It doesn't get better than Kyle Wood. Averaging 1350 of ice time. I actually didn't see the last stats here. 4 hits, 13 blocks. Wonderful. Actually, no, those were the season stats. Hold on. I want to see his playoff stats. Kyle Wood. Playoffs. In those 24 games, 10 hits, 21 blocks. 32 giveaways, 2 takeaways. Those 2 takeaways forgive everything. All right, so let's start thinking about the offseason plan after we see the awards. So Bruins win the Cup after the Jets won back-to-back years. Back-to-back President's Trophies for the Lightning, blah, blah, blah. Bruins Cup Final, yes, Prince of Wales. Matthews wins the Art Ross and the Hart. James Norris goes to Brock Faber. Wow. Lady Byng to Matthews. Calder to Gaucher over in New Jersey. Conn Smythe to Pasternak. Vezina to Joey Decord. Jennings to Vemelka. Masterton to Bryson in Ottawa. Jack Adams to Paul Maurice in New Jersey. Selke to Connor McDavid after Bradham won it last year. Shout out to you, Sean Avery. Your creative player won the Selke last year. Yes, Joseph, we did it. Ted Lindsay goes to Matthews. And Maurice Richard to Rent Free. After Randy Ho won it back-to-back years, we're going to try to get him to win it next year. And in the AHL, anything for Providence? Stenberg was the equivalent of wins the equivalent of the Conn Smythe, and Jamnov the equivalent of the Jennings. Very good. All right, off-season plan. Let's see if we have any retirements. Will Kyle Wood call it a career after captaining a Stanley Cup winning team? Big changes in the draft here. Islanders 2-1, Nashville 12-2, Ottawa from 1-3. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate those kind words. Retired players. Let's see. Patrick Kane calls it a career. Scheifele, Kadri, Yossi, Perry. Wow, Corey Perry, age 46. What? O'Reilly, Zibanejad, Gensel at 36, 85 overall. That's crazy. Toffoli, Skinner, Shen, Stahl, Trocheck. Moment of truth. Yes, Kyle Wood's coming back. And for the goalies, Allmark, Jones, Binnington, Korpisalo, Lindgren, DeSmith. All right. Yossi, Zibanejad, Kadri, and O'Reilly are all now coaches. All right. Boston or Providence, any retirements here? No. Very good. Draft interviews, pro scout, and here we are at the draft. All right. So, questions for next episode. Do we retire Wood's jersey when he goes? Yes, we do. So my questions for you to be left, your answers left in the comments here on the YouTube comments or in the Discord server, link in the description as always. Number 1, off-season focuses. Let's look at progress reports. 46-year-old Corey Perry. Great growth here. Zamnov to a 79. Tolvin, Beniers. Randy Ho, 87. What? Voronkov, 89. Yes. Some really weird overalls. Always weird overalls out here. In the system, though, who grew? Hordichuk to an 82. Yeah, he's in the NHL. So Hordichuk, Emelin, Preston, these guys are all in the NHL next year. Even guys like Florian Jacki, Tyler Boucher, but especially Hordichuk, who's now an 82 overall. The poor guy, 122 points in the OHL. Get me out of here, says Nathaniel Hordichuk. So Hordichuk, Emelin, and Preston are all in the NHL next year. Sorry that they've been kind of wasting away. I know we need to find space for them, and we will. So next question, draft board. We have our first. So we have our own picks. First, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Though at the end of each of those rounds. So at pick 32, excuse me. At pick 32, are we trading up at all? Oh, we don't even know anything about the first two guys. Are we trading up at all? Schultz at number 7, power forward. Cade Schultz, NHL ready. That's crazy. Are we trading up at all? Or do we stick with pick 32? Maybe even trade down. Schmalz, Chase Schmalz, 4 years away, 2-way D. Another defensive defenseman, Kent Spezza, 3 years away, defensive. 3-bar medium elite, Josiah Gerby, at least medium top 6, you would think. Medium top 6, Valentenko at 51, Nikita Valentenko, similar to Kuznetsov. Higher up here, medium top 6, Edmonds, Will Edmonds, 3 years away. No. So yeah, we don't know much about the draft as per usual. A couple of medium league goalies we can go after later on in the draft. Yep, we'll definitely go after them. Some 3-bar medium elites like Cousineau. Any low elites? Yes, Numelin, we can get him for sure. Wong, Lowe. There's Randy Ho and Roy Lowe. Go after him. Medium top 6s. Olsen, we'll try and go after him. Sam Franson, a gem. All right. Pete's game just ended. Checking in from the rink. We'll go back and catch the replay, but I saw a prospect named Spezza. We need him. Catch you all in Discord. Hobbsy, I thought your eye would catch him. Thanks for dropping in to say hello. Now, viewing the contracts. So, all expiring. David Pastrnak will get re-signed for sure. Greg's a question mark. Excuse me. So David Pastrnak wants 2 years, 11.6. Definitely doable. We have about 19 million. So Pastrnak gets signed. Greg, I think, has to walk. Good deadline pickup, but we don't have 7.8 million to keep him. Willinder just filled in a blank. We're going to let him walk as well. But 3.4 is not bad. Meanwhile, Crevier wants 2.4. Okay. Minton wants what? Minton 2.25. I think Willinder was already an 84. Could it be? Lindholm will let walk at this point. Sadly, even though he's cheap. Because it's just about roster spots. Because looking at the forwards. 1, 2, 3. Was he an 82? Okay, it could be. 1, 2, 3. 4. Sign Greg. No, it's already. You can't. The draft is today. Louis drafting Wong and keeping Wood would make a cool nod to the Honolulu series. Trevor Wong. Wow, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Lundell 6. Third line, Tolvanen, Lakovic. So the bottom 6 would be a mix of Tolvanen, Lakovic, Minton, Novotny, Hordichuk, and Emelin. No room for Preston. I mean, someone in the bottom 6 would have to move. Is it time to move on from Fraser Minton and free up 1.8 million there? It might be time to move on from Fraser Minton. So the bottom 6 would become a mix of Tolvanen, Lakovic, Novotny, Hordichuk, Emelin, Preston. That might be what we have to do. Maybe not right away. Depends if we really need the money. We could wait until July and see who grows. On defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Evans. 6 could probably be Crevier. Goldobin might make the jump. Goldobin might make the jump. First round pick, 77, low elite. That's possible. Curtis McKenzie's not really growing. Okay, Willinder will walk though, probably. Depends. Are we signing Willinder for third pair? If we need a full-on third... Yeah, maybe we keep Crevier... Sorry, Willinder. Maybe. And we can trade DiPietro. DiPietro, 1.2 million. That frees up 1.2, yeah. So DiPietro gone. Goalies in the AHL become Oliwa and Fisset. Gidloff is third goalie. And Osgood, backed up by Zhamnov, will be what we do. Yep, exactly. Who else has grown? Waters up to a 78. Waters might make the jump. Brendan Waters. Forgot about him. Yeah, he might make the jump as well. Yeah, there's enough good players. There's enough players who might take that jump that we might save Minton on his way out. But, okay, there's the contract situation. Pending free agents. Just to look at that very quickly. UFAs. Potential pending UFA forwards. Pastrnak, Bratt, Nyes, Caulfield, Gauthier, Thomas, McTavish, Velarde, Zegras, Kyrou, Kakko, Meyer, Mercer, Gregg, Point, Heineman, Chiarelli, etc. Potential UFA defensemen. Seider, Sergachev, Anderson, Gooley, Sanheim, Siegenthaler, Lowry, and 84 overalls and under. And potential UFA goalies, Thompson, Gustafsson, and 83s and under. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is about it, I believe, for the offseason. So the postseason, excuse me. Moving into the offseason next episode. Is Pastrnak close to breaking any records? Most goals in franchise history. David Pastrnak has the most at 665. Woo, love it. Tiny Thompson, 74 shutouts. Any new single game records or single season records? Gavin Osgood with the most wins in a single season in Bruins history. Really, at 44. That's awesome. 44 wins is a new single season record unless the game's glitching. Rookie records, nothing. And single game records, nothing there either. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The 2031 postseason. We are Stanley Cup champions, and it feels so good. Looking forward to reading your thoughts moving into the 2031 draft and offseason next episode. A week from tomorrow, April 10th, I believe. Next Friday will be our next Bruins stream. Hope to see you there, and looking forward to reading any and all of your thoughts in the comments down below. The YouTube comments are over in the Discord server. Thanks for being here. Much love. Stanley Cup champs, how are you going to enjoy your day with the cup? Let me know. And we will be live again next week. Have a great evening. Great start to your weekend. Happy Easter, everyone. Such an important day as well. Good Friday tomorrow. Very serious day. Very important during, of course, Holy Week. And Easter, he is risen. Celebrate. Yes. Have a great weekend. And we'll talk soon, everybody. Stanley Cup champs. Let's go for 2 now. Back to back. Why stop there? Good night, everybody.